And we back. Welcome back, y'all, to episode 4 of Everything is Mid. I'm Kyle, aka Snowblunt.
I'm Oscar, aka Red Oscar.
Real Oblivion. You already know
Oh,
what the fuck
yeah.
going on.
You already know what the fuck's going on. So, y'all, I found an audio clip that I felt was appropriate to introduce the show. You know what I'm saying? So here goes. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited to share this. I found this and I'm like, yeah, the guys would love this, man. The guys would love this.
Yeah. Now who's gonna tell me that I can't say nigga? Nigga, 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 nigga. Now who's gonna tell me that I can't say nigga? Nigga, nigga.
What the
Now who's gonna tell me that I can't say nigga? Nigga.
fuck? Wait.
Now who's gonna tell me that I can't say nigga? Nigga.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
the fuck, dog?
Crazy.
Come on, now, Fat
Hey,
Joe.
bro, Rio, you retweeted it onto my timeline.
I did, but Fat Joe tweaking though. He the one who did it.
He is tweaking. He said, nigga.
Didn't Alicia Keys also say the N-word?
She's black.
Yeah, ain't Alicia Keys black?
Isn't Fat Joe though?
Oh no,
Fat
he's
Joe
one
is
of them New York Puerto Ricans.
I think he's Dominican or some shit, or Puerto Rican.
Yeah, he one of them New York niggas. They just be saying that shit. Granted, like some of them, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just he going overboard with it. You feel me? Like he going nigga.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like it would have been cool if he was like, like what the fuck you doing, bro?
He tripping, dog. He tweaking on
He said,
that.
"Who's gonna tell me that I can't say nigga? You not even black." The fact that you was even using it and no one was checking you, people like, all right, he Puerto Rican or whatever, it's cool. But now you just going overboard, like, bro.
Somebody must have made Cuz mad. I ain't gonna
That's
lie.
why him and Jay-Z beef.
I think maybe a black dude stepped on his shoes that day or something right outside the recording. And he like, you know what? Who gonna tell me that I can't say nigga?
It was Ebro in the morning.
Oh,
Ebro the one who told me he can't say nigga. No, him and Ebro got into a heated debate about who can say nigga.
What if he failed the Funk Flex freestyle and that's why he said that? He said, Funk Flex think he talking to me? Man, guess what, Funk Flex? Nigga. AB0RTION Contrarian says, sobriety sector represent.
Sobriety sector. Hey, shout out to you, gang. Shout out to you.
Yeah, I mean, sobriety is something. It's a thing that people participate in.
Kev you can raw dog life. I commend you.
Kev the Mev says, "What's up, friends? How you doing, famo? How you feeling? How you living?" Man? All right, so we already know the topics. The big topics.
Yes,
Yo, Rio, they already on your ass, bro.
This nigga on the right was like light bulb.
Nah,
I look like light bulb.
He look like, bro. That's fucked up.
Gorilla sector represent. Oh, we getting racist in here. That's crazy.
Yo, what?
Clown sector. Damn.
Where's coming from, dog?
Damn, the racists hopping up in here. This shit crazy.
Nah.
I love blacks.
What the fuck we do? Watermelon sector represent. Cartoon clown fighting sector. Oh, these niggas is tripping in this bitch. Damn.
Who's the Fraggle Rock in the middle? Yo, roast me, bro. Roast me.
Is that a racial slur? What did that mean?
I gotta look that up on Urban Dictionary.
Professional horny boy. That's crazy.
Yo,
I see white people.
From, bro?
Yeah, we white.
Fraggle Rock?
Nah, this is crazy.
Wait, but why is it happening this episode though? Like why is this shit going down?
Ventriloquist sector?
It ain't never been this crazy. What the fuck?
No. I'm a gorilla. Blacks aren't gorillas, LOL. Yo, Mari, you wanted something. Like, bro, why these niggas so racist?
Man. This dude think he Asian and shit though?
Who think
they Asian? Only person is Asian is Oscar in the middle. Like,
Mari, I almost got this confused with the troll comments. I hope y'all end up like X. I almost got that confused with the troll comments, but that's true, bro. The trolls. We need to start smoking troll pack, bro.
Like, that's racist. The gorillas.
I've been sober 6 to 7 months. It's a struggle. I mean, that's cool, bro.
I ain't gonna lie.
I've been sober like 6 to 7 days.
Nah, bro, the Crimson Chain Set up an Asian young woman.
Nah,
Nah, bro. You know what's
Damn.
funny? That's like an inside joke I have with 2 other friends. That's messed up, bro.
You know
That's
what?
crazy.
You know what? If we keep on, okay, dude on the left look like a tired Bernie Mac left on the chitlin circuit somewhere in Mississippi. I mean, I appreciate the ambition, but I really don't get it because the Bernie Mac came after the chitlin circuit. Oh no, dude, no, dude, JKRZ. The last time I tried to add somebody in the thing, it did not go right. Yo, why are so many people joining?
Nah,
Dog, this is
I kinda wish
insane.
I was a
Yo,
girl.
JKRZ, you
OnlyFans,
saw
I'm
in the
not gonna lie,
description,
bro.
right? You got a private chat. What you want to talk about?
He
I
asked it, bro.
promise
Got
I
an
won't do anything.
OnlyFans?
Hey, bro,
Nah,
this
it's-
seems like an average white guy. Okay, JKRZ, put up 2 fingers if you're just an average white dude that wants to. Okay, all right.
crazy,
What's
bro.
up?
Hey,
How you doing, man?
dude, I saw the
Damn.
Dare shirt and I was like, what the fuck? I haven't seen a Dare shirt in years. Props.
It says drugs are really expensive.
Oh, it does? Oh, nice. See, I was thinking about the actual, like the old Dare. My
Yeah,
shirt has a.
yeah.
THC.
Hey, that's fire. That's fire. I'm fucking there. I'm fucking there.
Nah.
Hey, let me ask you: are you coming from the THC temple? Like you found out about this show through him?
Who? No, I honestly no.
Damn, bro,
Nah,
where you
this
coming
is
from?
crazy.
Yeah, where
It's
y'all
never
come from?
happened. It's kind of crazy.
I don't know. I searched something. I forgot what term I searched on YouTube. I think I just searched StreamYard, actually.
So people do this, like they just search up StreamYard people and then like they just hop on.
It's a cool way to meet people.
That's tough. But anyway, I mean, shit. You want to react to some World Star with us right now?
Oh, dude, I do that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
because I loaded up some World Star. It's just a surprise, y'all. Hey, Hobo Chili Recipe has something to ask you. He said, who
Bruh,
invited
they
the
said I
white?
look like a
He
board
invited
game
himself,
fan.
bro.
That's crazy.
He invited himself.
Nah, this is
We-
crazy.
Okay.
The gin poster. Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right. What are y'all's pronouns? No cat. My pronouns are he, him.
Yeah, me too.
He, him.
There's only 2 kinds of pronouns. It's he and she.
Oh no.
Oh, this is
Oh
crazy.
no.
Am I wrong?
Oh, no.
Am I wrong? Like, what if I came in here and I was like, look, guys, my pronouns are,
Let's get
I'm a
political.
black man.
Let's get political.
like, how bad
bruh.
would you react to that?
I
You'd be
got a
fine,
better-
right?
I got a better.
I mean,
Would that be
it's
okay?
It's different
Or-
though. Like race is not like okay. You can like the way you're born into a race, right? It's through genetics. Like it's more concrete. It's not like gender. Gender is more of a spectrum. You know what I'm saying? Some people.
I don't know. I don't want to
people-
be too evil on your channel. You
I
know
mean,
what
what? I mean, fuck it. Let's get evil, bro. Let's get evil.
It's
Like,
not evil to say that there's only 2 genders.
There's 2
It's
sexes.
just
There's not
scientifically
gender
true.
is a spectrum though. Some people are more so on the male
Nah,
men's side.
this
Like, I was born in
professional
Detroit.
horny boy says to
I
live
got
would
bad
get
credit.
wrecked in prison.
I don't know my dad.
What are you, bro?
But I'm a white guy.
Wait, that's true. You're born in Detroit with bad credit, and you don't know your dad.
Huh? Yeah.
That's all true.
I was born in Detroit. I don't know my dad. I got bad credit. What else? I might have a kid out there that I don't take care of.
That's crazy.
You know, it's
Are
just
you
people.
trolling
People
right
do
now?
that.
Are you
Huh?
trolling as part of this? Like, I identify as a black dude bit. Are you trolling right now,
I got a huge dick.
dog? Are you trolling? Come on, dog. Are you trolling?
I'm
right
just
now?
being honest.
Nah,
I'm serious, dude. I was born in Detroit. I don't know my dad. I got bad credit. I got a big dick. I'm like, with basketball. Basketball's pretty okay. You know. Do you guys ever
Listen.
watch the WNBA?
No. Who the fuck watches the WNBA?
Thank you.
But anyway, let's get back to this gender discussion. So, why don't you feel like gender is more of a spectrum, more of a fluid thing? Why do you feel like it's more concrete than that?
Because hold on a second. I got something playing in my background. What did you? Sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
Why do you think gender
Nah,
is
dude, the
not
comments are
fluid
good.
or
Yeah.
spectrum or like I feel like gender is more of a fluid thing, it's more of a spectrum, but obviously you feel like it's a concrete, binary thing. So what makes you feel like that?
Because I've never heard of a transgender tiger or a transgender dog.
I'm gonna turn my
Or
gain
any
up for
kind of
this one.
animal.
But have you heard of a dog be able to rationalize thing and talk in language?
Yeah.
What?
Like I've heard of a dog dialing 911 to save its owner. That takes some brains. I'm not going to say that I've heard it speak words, but I've heard one say like "mama." You know what I mean? Like
You're capping, dog.
being
Where
trained
the hell
to
has
say
a dog
say like parts of words. But no, there are only two genders, and I'll tell you why, or tell you one of the parts of this that makes no sense to me as well. When somebody is transgender, what are they trying to do? They're trying to go from one gender to the other.
No. See, the thing is, they're born and they feel like they're one gender, but the sex that they're born with does not match their gender.
Body dysmorphia,
gender dysmorphia,
or gender dysmorphia,
or what is it? Sex.
It's some kind of dysmorphia, and I won't I don't want to like be too specific and get you in any kind of trouble. I'm not here to do that. Like, why would I try to do any of that shit? But that's what I'm saying. Like, if somebody's trans, they're either male trying to be female or they're female trying to be male. There's nothing in between, even with that, right?
Okay, but what about non-binary people though? Like, what about people that don't feel like they fit into either of those categories?
That's true.
Those people are doing that shit for attention.
Oh hell nah, bro! You out of line for that.
That's why they go on TikTok. That's why they go on YouTube.
Dog, you
that's
out of
exactly
line
true. Tell me I'm lying, dog. Tell me it's wrong.
It's perfectly.
If I dye my hair rainbow colors and I go, I'm non-binary, and then I start getting so many views online. I'm not doing that for attention.
All right, but not everyone's like that though.
Exactly. Some people are genuinely expressing themselves. It's perfectly rational that some people can just be expressing themselves as authentically as possible, and they don't feel like they fit into either a man or a woman gender category.
Okay, then those thousands of people that are doing that are getting all the attention are making those people look bad, right?
If some people are doing for that for attention, then fuck them.
Also, those people that are non-binary either have a penis or a vagina, so they're still one or the other.
That they're one or the other sex. They're not one of the other gender though. Sex is a different thing.
Sex and gender, and exactly how are they different?
Sex is, gender is more of an expression that you have in society. You know what I'm saying? Sex is just you have a penis or you have a vagina. You have these certain secondary sex characteristics. Sex is a very physical, biological thing. Gender is more of a social construct.
Mm-hmm. And gender was never on like an ID or anything before the 60s either. It was made up by somebody who decided that it should be a thing. I'm right. I know the facts on this stuff, dude.
I was reading something, bro. Repeat that.
Gender was put on IDs and things like that back in the 60s.
No, sex is put on IDs.
Or sex, whatever the hell it is.
I'm telling you, there's two distinct different. Look, bro. Bro, we're gonna get caught up debating with you, and you're
talking about feelings versus.
We coming into conflict. Look, I hope you enjoyed your time on the show. We have to remove you. If y'all motherfuckers came in here with that same rhetoric, trying to be transphobic or homophobic or whatever, just leave already. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Hold on. Let me respond to this because you see. Okay, let's get real back in here. False cannot talk. Fitz, what are you trying to talk about?
Is Rio gonna come back?
Yeah, because like the thing, like he wasn't like fucking with like I was trying to like debate dude and I was trying to debate dude, but Rio wasn't like fucking with that. So I was like, you know what, I prefer to stay true to my friend than just do something for views or attention or something. So like, yeah. But Fitz, nigga, shut up. Fitz, what are you trying to talk about? If you're trying to argue that same thing, we all need to come together, dog. If you're some gender is okay. Fitz said we all need to come together. Okay, so Fitz, like, go more into detail, like, bro. Don't
dude with the hard R in his username, bro.
I'm not adding him, dog. I'm not adding him at all. Like, I wasn't talking about you. Okay, Fitz, what are you trying to talk about?
Man, all I'm saying is all this division is nonsense, man. We all need to just, who cares what anybody else thinks they are? We need to come together as a civilization and stop all this hate. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's what we need to do. We need to We need to manifest a positive future. Who cares about all this hate, man? I'm so tired of it all. You know, I mean, it's Friday night. We're all alive.
Nah, I get it, bro.
I'm sitting here. I'm having a nice cold Bud Light.
Yeah, man. Like,
Nah,
fuck
you
all this division. Like, you know, I don't fuck with people that try to be like, hey, if you're just being yourself and expressing yourself, you're that's invalid. Who are you to tell another human being that the way
that's just a terrible game people have been playing forever.
Exactly.
Nah, that's true.
You know, we're all the same. I mean, come on, we just had an awesome Pride Month. I don't think anything went wrong. Everybody was peaceful.
Right.
Thanks.
Yeah, that other nigga was tripping, bro. Like, yeah, right. Rio, can I say this on the stream, or do you want to keep that part of the chat? Because I kicked him out because you.
No, preach, brother, preach.
Rio wasn't like, he was like, you know, he wasn't fucking with like direction. The episode would take like debating with him back and forth, and you know, going back and forth with somebody would just take forever. So it's like, you know what, like I'm not gonna keep him on the show just to keep doing something because it's a hot topic and it's a hot debate. Like, fuck that, bro. This is a show, like, we homies out here, bro. I'm gonna stay true to my homie and not like,
you know, all I'm saying is how does that bother your life if somebody wants to feel that way? It don't bother my life at all.
Exactly, bro. Like, somebody identifying how they identify. Like, if you're being true to yourself, I support you. That's my thing.
Exactly. Just speak truth, brother. I hear exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, where you from, bro?
Hey,
man, I'm out of Florida, South Florida, man.
South Florida.
hell yeah.
Free state.
Nah, that's good.
What's your story, man?
My story is it's Friday night, man.
Hell yeah, it's Friday night. What's your background? You know, that type of thing.
Man, I work a blue collar job and everything. I work with every single buddy from every single race in construction. I've never had a problem with anybody. I mean, some people are just mean. That is the truth. It don't matter what color you are. There are just assholes in every group. You know, you're going to have to deal with that.
Nah, that's true.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
You trying to react to some? You were pretty chill. You way more chill than that other nigga. So
Yeah.
you trying to react to some World Star with us?
Yeah, man. Like, you going to play some World Star? Hell yeah.
I got some World Star clips loaded up. All right, so damn. Okay, so is this hustling or weird? Kid comes to a woman's house telling her about his service of massaging people's feet with hand sanitizer.
Oh, hell no. Oscar, is that you?
Nah, stop. Nah, stop.
Where you got that massage stuff from? Where? From where? Then you over here getting an attitude with me because I don't want to support, because I don't want you to put sanitizer on my feet. Yeah, I won't throw this way. I don't want you to throw it away because you talking about you've been doing this for 4 years. And you on the 12.
He been doing this for a third of his life.
Nah.
What the fuck type of shit is this? Like,
who massages
door to
feet
door,
with
rubbing
hand
motherfuckers?
sanitizer?
yeah, that sounds crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
Then putting putting sanitizer on people's feet. But I don't know nobody who wants you to roll sanitizer on feet. It don't count how many people in here because they don't want that.
I'm not saying so. I think I'm seeing someone recording you.
Ain't nobody recording you.
Yo, look at this nigga's face. Is somebody
What is
playing
that?
music?
What is that?
Yeah, somebody playing music.
I don't know what that is.
Yo, hold on.
What the fuck
You got a voice
happening?
changer on?
Boy, is my mic fucked up?
Yo, this is crazy.
Yo,
It's like
you-
Hotline Miami, bro.
Ain't no way.
Nah, bro, we're in GTA.
Yo, no cap. If somebody playing music, whoever doing it, can you stop that?
No cap.
Nah, bro, we're gonna close like crazy. This is awesome.
Hold up, bro. Hold up, bro.
What just happened?
Dog, this is...
Nah, that's what my
Yo.
Yo.
Oh.
Oh, that's crazy.
Go
right,
My
bro.
bad, I messed that up. Here we go.
Nah.
Come on, guys.
Hold on.
Friday night dance party. Come on, guys.
I don't know what to do.
What's up?
No way!
What the fuck going on, dog?
Nah, this is crazy.
What's happening? Are we vibing? Come on, turn it up, guys. Let's just start vibing.
Nah, this is too random.
I wish I had hair.
He's snapping.
Nah, bro.
Unplugged all the smoke alarms. Come on, guys, let's feel it. Come on now, get it up there. Come on, hands in the air like you just don't care.
Yo, that was.
Nah,
Thank you, bro. Thank you. Look, bro. That was lit, but we kind of got a show to do,
like
bro.
Crazy, bro.
That was lit, though. Thank you. Shout out to you for doing
crazy.
that.
This is kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie.
Shout out to you for doing that. No, bro, you didn't take report. Rio, I can't make anybody mind. I'm just gonna like start timing people out that's doing that troll.
Nah, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah. No, because look, this is the thing. Niggas is being low key about it because they saying little shit here and there like hell and
Nah,
little
bro,
other
I
little
feel like they all
dog
came
whistles
from
and shit.
somewhere else. Like I feel like we're all getting trolled by like a community.
Because even when we was watching the World Star clip and like the black girl was talking, like some nigga in the comments was like, translate please, translate to English please. Like nigga, shut the fuck up. You know what the fuck she's saying. Quit playing dumb. Like y'all want to play dumb for the sake of racism. Like nigga, you know what the fuck she's saying. She got a southern accent. Like, but nigga, like motherfuckers just be acting dumb, bro.
Polly squared. Okay, y'all niggas saying boo. Y'all getting timed out too. All right, everybody getting timed out, nigga. Everybody get hobo chili recipe. Hobo chili recipe. This is your last warning,
bro. Who is the dude in the private chat? Like actually racist? Because most of the comments are like clearly just trolls, but like that guy's like.
Ebonics is not a real language. How the fuck did he even get in the private chat,
bro? Because oh god, I gotta ban this nigga too.
Yeah, how the fuck he even get in the private chat? What the fuck going on?
Okay, we gotta bring him back.
Okay, all guests are now required to authenticate.
How you just fool around saying racist shit? Like how is that?
Nah, he's still going.
Like some motherfuckers tell jokes to fool around and say like actual funny shit, but like being racist isn't funny. Like just saying like racist shit doesn't make you funny or like edgy. It just makes you an asshole on the internet saying racist shit on a Friday night.
No,
you
dog, get out of here. Queen, get out of here, bro. I'm gonna keep banning you.
It's so many people.
But how are they even able to get into the private chat though? That's the crazy part. It's the private chat.
Nah,
you got the permissions fucked up or something, bro.
Guys, get out of here, bro. I banned this nigga James Robert Clark / Queen. Can I authenticate? I don't know, nigga. How about you turn on your camera? How about you turn on your camera for real and take off this dumbass picture of a gorilla and maybe you could come on.
No, his camera's a picture of a gorilla.
Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, come on, dog. I told y'all this. If you want to come in here, you have to have your face on camera. James Robert.
This nigga's username is N-word Tower Builder talking about I don't understand with all this racist talk. Can't we all just get along? Yo, username is N-word Tower Builder. Y'all been brainwashed.
Nah,
y'all getting taught by white women. Nigga, I don't listen to no fucking white women. Shut your dumb ass up. Nigga just be in here just saying shit, bro. Just start blocking these niggas. Block Toasty because Toasty been saying stupid shit the whole time. Like,
hold on, wait. They said if we want to hoop 3-on-3, I feel like we can take them.
That's a microaggression too, bro. They throw it to a dog whistles out, bro.
Yo, Snuggie B, who are you, bro? Like Snuggie B, you look like you about to pull out your dick on camera. You know what? None of y'all niggas get no attention no more. Back to the show. Fuck this.
That's crazy. Can you see like all their cams?
Yes.
Dude, nah, because that'd be crazy funny.
Fuck them. They getting ignored now. They getting ignored for good now. So nobody's getting any more attention. Back to the show. All right.
Okay. So.
Yo, this dude just hit 642 subs. That's pretty cool. Congrats. Why can't I hear anything?
Yeah, get Toasty out of here. I ain't gonna lie. Ban Toasty permanently.
Bro, what the fuck?
Just saying if the dance party and world start together.
No, yeah, this is that the dance party and world start together would be crazy. I kind of agree, Brad.
I wish I could look at the lobby so I could see dudes still in there and see if he's still dancing.
Yo, hey yo, I'm sorry.
Man, y'all don't want to do the dance party? Come on, man. It's Friday night, for real.
We got a show to do, man. It was fun for like a couple minutes, but we got a show to do, man.
Dance party and World Star, man. I mean, that sounds awesome to me. I mean, y'all gonna get more views than ever.
Listen, just one more dance party on World Star.
All right. I hear you. Okay. All right, let's do it. Let's do something a little bit different. Different beat. All right, different beat.
Go crazy.
Chat, rise up.
Go crazy.
Rise up,
that you've never done before.
All right, come on, man. Here we go.
Just play the World Star. Smoke that whole thing in one hit, bro.
Smoke it in one hit.
Can't do that.
That was the
That
everybody.
was pretty good. That was pretty good. That was
Give him
good.
a round of applause.
That was good. That was good.
Yeah. Okay.
Bruh.
So these last two, I showed the other one. Hey, oh man, the guy left. Hey, shout out to you, bro. You was really chill. You know what I'm saying? You came in here with positive vibes. Yeah, he left. Yeah.
He was cool.
He was really cool. He came in here like, saying fuck that hate. He was preaching equality. Then he gave us a nice little dance party,
Yeah.
Shout out to him. Shout out to him. But I saved these last two videos because unlike the other two, those were just, random funny shit to look at, like dude throwing the hot dog and the fight. But these two ones, number one, the first one we have here is a social media influencer with over 1.2 million followers. Does a meet and greet and nobody shows up.
I feel like I've seen this one. It's kind of messed up.
It's Ray William Johnson. Y'all remember him?
I haven't seen this one. Nah, fuck this guy, bruh. Nah.
Well, you don't fuck with Ray William Johnson?
Nah, get him out of here, bro. You know that little parody band that he used to have?
What you
say? Your Favorite Martian, I think.
Yeah.
Nah, bruh. I was
What do you do
about this shit today. It's fucked up. The fucking Orphan Tear song randomly popped up in my head.
Need little children near and far, don't know where your parents are. Cry directly in this jar. I will drink it at the bar.
Nah, that's
You're
fucked
sipping
up.
on Orphan Tears. Damn. I mean,
the way I don't know what y'all talking about, I'm not gonna lie.
Bro,
I don't get the reference.
At some point, he was like the most subscribed channel on YouTube, and then just fucking downhill from there.
The name sounds familiar though. The name does sound familiar.
This woman had 1.2 million followers, and nobody showed up.
When you set up a meet
okay.
and greet,
First thing, those are TikTok followers. Like 1,000 TikTok. How do I think like 500 TikTok followers is worth one actual follower. Like 1.2.
There's crazy vote like bots.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1.2 million TikTok followers doesn't mean shit.
But also the thing about it is like most of those followers, like some of them might be bots. A lot of people aren't active, and like when you talking about some in-person shit like a meet and greet, guaranteed like at least half of your fan base is not going to be able to go because like usually 9 times out of 10 half of them ain't even gonna live where you doing it at or type shit. So and plus like a lot of people have ghost followers. Like I got 2K followers on Instagram, but I only got like 20 like 30 active followers, like dead ass. Like everybody else like just inactive because I made the account a long ass time ago and shit. So like it's just like numbers are usually they like seem bigger than they actually are is what I'm trying to say type shit.
Oh god.
Yeah, get professional horny boy out of here.
Professional
horny? Saying some shit. And Jigaboo Jones, Sixer, like we got a clean house, bro. We really got a clean house.
Bro, I feel like so they know
Crimson
it's DJ
Chin.
Fritz. Was that like his name, or is that just like I feel like they're from the same like spot? You know what I mean?
Bro, I feel like all these niggas just weird, but most of them are blocked now. Like the whole chat is empty now. I've been blocking everybody.
Look, this the thing, like, because we got topics and shit, like,
exactly.
Y'all know how this shit runs usually. Like usually we run through our shit. Sometimes, like, and it's crazy because the last few times that we did this and we had people in chat, it was just a couple people and they was all chill, like they was all cool. Like we never really had no problems, except for the dude like joining and showing porn. Cool. But like today, it's just like when I tell y'all, it's literally like white supremacists, like niggas saying little like subliminal Nazi shit, talking about hell towards each other and like all type of weird shit going on, like and all this other shit. It's just weird, bro. Like, because the racist shit is weird. Because this is my whole thing. If I was a white person and I was racist, right, and I didn't like black people, I didn't like people of color, whatever the fuck, why would I sit there and watch a stream of some colored people? And like why would I sit there and watch a stream of some black people and sit there and talk in the stream? Like, if you really don't like black people so much, then like, why the fuck is you watching this? And why are you on? Like, if you don't like gay people, because look, sorry to break the news to y'all, we all bisexual. Ain't nobody in here straight, and ain't nobody in here white. So like, if you mad because the fact that we not straight and we not white, then you could leave. Like, just saying shit in chat. And plus, also acknowledge it is a Friday night. You could be doing anything. You could be fucking a bitch. You could be getting some money. You could be doing a job. You could be doing something productive and actually contributing something good to the fucking world instead of just pushing out hate on the internet behind your fucking keyboard and just saying shit. Like, come on, bro. That shit lame as fuck. And like, I know they still go say shit, But it is what it is, bro.
No,
Like
I've been on the internet so long. Like these white, like I don't even be taking like whatever the fuck they say to heart. Like, bro, they literally like what you said. These niggas are on here trying to piss off black people and trying to like I feel like the more niggas feed into that shit, the more they're like, oh yeah, we're making them like fuck you, nigga. Just get the hell out of here, bro. Nobody gives a fuck for your stupid ass white supremacist rhetoric. Nobody wants your transfer. Like, bro, get a move on with your life, nigga. Nobody here gives a shit about what you gotta say. Like that shit is just that shit like what my dog J Bro Contrarian says here. Which is funny because he looks like a troll account, but he's not.
He been kind of cool.
Trolling is lame as fuck, and that's probably why you're not banned so far, bro. Because you've been it's cool. What's wrong with these people, man? I don't know. They don't got nothing to do on a Friday night.
Man. Tripping, dog.
Nobody showed up.
When you set up a meet and greet and no one comes.
First around, I'm an alien. Yes, I'm an alien.
I feel so bad for her. And nothing against this creator. She seems great. You should go show her some love if you can. But I've been saying this for a long time. A lot of this social media follower stuff, smoke and mirrors, man. Like, let me put it this way. When you add all the platforms together, I get about 250 million video views every month. 250 million. I'm not kidding. Look it up. I get more video views than Joe Rogan every month, more than Logan Paul, more than KB Lame. And if you add all their monthly video views together, I still get more. Yay, go me. But I don't get swarmed out in public like I'm the fucking Beatles. I don't walk down the street with like 19 bodyguards. And if you ever see me in a limo, it's because I'm the one driving it. Because I'm telling you, social media is largely smoke and mirrors.
Bro, is it me or did this nigga Ray William Johnson literally use this as an excuse just to flex his career?
Nah, kind of.
He just sound like he hating on motherfuckers.
Bruh,
like all the
the
people
Beatles.
that he named, it just sounded
Beatles
like
are kind of overrated.
he was trying to find a way to like throw a shot at them. Like he was trying to just find a way to slight them. Like, yeah, I'm bigger than him. I'm bigger than him. Like he just felt like saying like some shit to put them motherfuckers like make them feel inferior or something, bro.
No cap, racism is dumb. Nobody's better than anybody else. Big facts, man.
You know what? Now that I think about it some more, I like Paul McCartney. But
you talking about the Beatles?
Yeah, because you mentioned the Beatles.
Where we get the Beatles out of
I was thinking about it.
When
so
did I
you
mention
mentioned the
the
Beatles in the video, but like I kind of think the Beatles are overrated. If I'm being honest,
everybody think the Beatles are overrated. Because the thing about the Beatles is
especially because their first album is just a bunch of covers.
The thing about the Beatles is that they were just the first people to come out and like be like experimental while being popular type of shit. You know what I'm saying?
I guess.
Like the way we look at Ye is the way they looked at the Beatles back then. That's kind of like the way I see it.
I never really been into the Beatles, like, cause like I like rock music, but I like certain types of rock music, you know, like, and the Beatles just was never really my cup of tea, you know. So, like,
I don't like their vocals. Like the vocals just be throwing, like they're very well written songs, but the vocals and like the instrumentation be throwing me off. Like you could tell they made songs that were definitely meant to be covered as much as they are.
Yeah,
because it's like they set the blueprint really, really well, but it's like their best songs. I would wholeheartedly rather listen to like Earth, Wind, and Fire did this cover of "Got to Get You Into My Life." That's way better than the original. But they kill writing the songs though. Wait. I may need to come on and school y'all a bit.
Like the GOAT in that group. I'll be honest.
I'm not in the mood for it right now. Like come on, bro. We got topics to get to, but to get into the more social, political aspect of things, this is the last video. I say the best for last, the most potent for last. So, okay, 48-year-old white man. Hold up, I need to charge
that dude on a wheelchair.
Damn it! I needed to share audio.
The way you asked that question was funny to me.
That dude on a wheelchair. That's why you're my. Wait, why the fuck where'd Oscar go?
Damn.
Okay, so SMH, 48-year-old white man faces charges after pushing an 11-year-old black boy off his bike. Get the fuck out of my town.
Damn. Hey, but we the ones that's thugs though, right? Like, don't that sound like some thug shit to you? Pushing the motherfucker off their bike and telling them get out of your town?
It just sounds fucking malicious as hell. Like fuck.
No, but look, you see the point I'm trying to make. Though,
yeah.
right?
Like black people are always painted as thugs, but white people are actually out here doing the real malicious, evil shit. Like, bro, I don't mean to sound racist, but when it comes to people who's really doing, the most evil, inhumane shit, it's not black people, bro. Like, come on, bro. This nigga pushed an 11-year-old black boy off his bike. Like, I'm not saying all white people are like this. Not all white people are like this. Definitely not. But like when it comes to the most inhumane shit, bro, Holocaust type shit, school shooting type shit. Who's
Jeffrey Epstein type shit?
Jeffrey Dahmer type shit.
Yup.
Who's the ones doing it, bro? Hold up. Yo, re-invite. My shit's bugging. Okay. So Oscar's shit's just bugging. I thought his phone died or something, but the Beatles were the first wave of the British rock invasion. That's very true. But at the same time, my nigga, this ain't even a Beatles episode. At least not for the time being. We just trying to get to these topics. Another day, I'll teach y'all about the Beatles. Hey, I'm sure you will, man. But we got a show to get to. Okay. Is Oscar gonna join? Is Oscar gonna fucking join? This nigga shit is bugging. This nigga act like McLovin. This nigga wants some repercussions. This nigga want to get a concussion. This nigga want to end discussions. Damn. What the hell? Hold on. Shit keeps telling me to continue with YouTube or Facebook.
Damn.
Shit, bro. I had to enable that to stop the trolls. You got a Google account though, right? Technical difficulties, kind of, y'all. I had to enable verifying shit or continuing with YouTube or Facebook just to limit the trolls. Turn it off real quick, dog. Okay, hold on. Okay. Oscar, I turned it off. I don't know if you're hearing this.
Yeah, hurry up and get in.
I'm gonna turn it right back on though.
Yeah, hurry up. Slide in while the door open, bro. So you close this motherfucker.
Is he in?
I don't think so.
Okay, bet. All right,
Yo,
Oscar is back. Let's go.
I'm back.
And now the rest of y'all guys got to motherfucking authenticate now. But yeah, this you read the headline, right?
Nah.
Yeah.
So basically, a 48-year-old white man faces charge after pushing an 11-year-old black boy off his bike. Let's get to it.
We are being censored.
No.
America's news out.
Oh no. We done had so many white supremacists in our chat. They got white supremacist ads popping up on your shit.
Nah, listen, I get why the Beatles are important. I feel like they got a little bit, you know what I mean? Like it's a little too much hype around them. That's all I'm saying.
Oscar, are you not like scorching in that fucking hoodie? You live in Florida.
Nah, my room.
Bro, Florida niggas be wearing hoodies all the time.
My room's
bro, I'm saying like it's hot as hell up here in Michigan.
Nah, it's hot here too. It was like 100 degrees today, but like fuck it, you know what I mean?
It's 100 degrees and you got on a black fucking hoodie with a black beanie.
You know what I mean? If I wanted to wear it.
With long ass hair.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh my god, bro.
Let's fucking
It's cool though, cause like my job's really cold and my room's really cold. So like the slightest breeze and I like freeze.
I feel that.
I can't hear the clip.
Yeah, it's muted for me too.
See, like, what is the point of going up to an 11-year-old, bro?
Yo, what the fuck?
That's crazy.
No, I'm sorry for laughing. That was kind of funny. The way he feel.
Nah, really crazy, bro. Canceled.
The way he feel was kind of funny. I'm sorry. That's some hoe shit though. He a bitch for that. He a coward.
What the fuck, man? This for some reason
it's a crazy world.
No
fucked up.
disrespect to Florida niggas, but like I feel like this happened in Florida.
Yeah, no, I guarantee you did. Being a, seeing as I live here, it gets crazy, bro.
Actually, I was wrong. It happened in Connecticut. Fucking
All right,
Connecticut.
Connecticut wilding.
Listen, bro, I had.
Ain't that where they filmed Maury?
Did I tell you guys about the dude that walked into my job and he was trying to buy Black Ops 2?
Yeah,
and
the
he
drunk
was
dude.
like, "Don't Jew me." Nah,
Oh,
he was crazy. Don't Jew me is insane.
Honestly, what's the racism like in Florida?
It's weird. I mean, like, it's a lot of it that it's kind of like whenever somebody says it, you're just like, whatever. You know what I mean?
Really?
Damn.
It's like somebody will say some racist shit, and then you're just used to it by that point. You're just like, whatever, like, fuck off, and you go on with your day, right? And it's fucked up that it's like that, but, like, it really is. It's just, you know what I mean? Like, at this point, like, it's just a filter that just ignores that shit. But it's fucked up. But when somebody's, like, real racist, dude, like, that's fucked up. Like, it's crazy. You run into people like that. There's also a lot of, like, sexist people. I work with a lot of, like, women, right? Like, they just be going in there, like, literally just telling them, like, they got no rights. It's insane.
Yeah, bro, I worked with this one older white dude. This was at Long John Silver's, and we had a female manager. And this man went, "Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just, I'm not used to taking orders from a woman."
Nah, it's crazy. See, like, they probably think it's harmless, but, like, it's not.
It's really
No,
not.
because the way he said it, like, the tone of it was given like, yeah, you my boss, but, like, I'm not gonna listen to you because, like, you're a
Wait,
woman.
it was an employee?
Why would I ever listen to a woman?
Nah, that's crazy.
This nigga didn't get fired?
Bro, that nigga said a lot of crazy shit. I ain't gonna lie. And, like, my boss there said some racist shit. Like, my boss there literally said some racist shit. Like, because she was talking about a manager from another store who was like, I don't even think this girl was Mexican. I think she was like a Pacific Islander or some shit. But she called her the S slur for Mexicans. The one that rhymed with lick.
Pick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo,
She
dick.
called her that. Like, and it was just casual as hell. Like, she like, "Oh, that bitch." And I'm like, "Oh, shit." Like, the fuck?
Damn, it's a whole lot of casual racism where y'all at. See, in Maryland, people don't be casually racist. They just like have it pent up and then they like commit racist acts. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember one time at a high school in like the county I grew up in, like the principal was black, and then they like spray painted a bunch of racist shit, and they said the principal, like they put his name is an N-word, like. And I remember at another time there was this controversy because in this high school somebody was like, "Bruh, who cares if some black man died?" And then like they showed a $5 bill and showed Abraham Lincoln and said, "This man is a traitor to the white race." Like people in Maryland just go in the background and they just be racist behind closed doors, but then they get exposed type shit.
Dude, it's like a lot of people around here. Like, it's a good amount of adults and a good amount of like just like, like whatever, fucking like high schoolers, right? That like, I don't know, but I guess they just think it's funny to just make like the most stereotypical jokes about black people. It's crazy.
See, like in Michigan is weird because it's like you either get the like country Trump voting white people, like, and usually it's weird. Like the white people that I've met like that here usually come from other states. Like they'll come from Kentucky, like because it's a small town in Michigan called Taylor. It's like downriver. And like people even refer to it as Taylor Tucky because so many people from Kentucky like come there. But like it's either those type of races, like the straight blatant, like in your face, like Trump 2020 races, or it's the like liberal, like white liberal, gentrified, like I got a house in Detroit, but I'm scared of black people type of races.
Nah, I get you.
You know, like
yeah.
I voted for Obama, but like I lock my doors when there's black people around type of races.
Bro, over here, there's like fucking all of the time. There's like little tents like everywhere. And it's just like a bunch of Trump supporters just in a circle in a tent, just with the flag and everything, just
Circle
everywhere all the
jerk
time,
tent.
bro. Like, it's crazy.
Just in there circle jerking. Just jerking on each other.
Bro. They're everywhere. They're right in front of the sign, like to enter like the city, bro. They're like on the fucking street corner, literally, bruh. Like, it gets crazy. There's these dudes that like held up a sign that was like, just like, you know, the usual shit, and they had like mad little kids with them, which was weird as fuck. It's like one dude with a huge sign and then just mad toddlers. It was weird.
That was wearing a coat.
When I went to Pride last month, it was some fucking like Westboro Baptist Church type of like motherfuckers like protesting, like Christian motherfuckers with the signs like "You're going to hell," and they got the microphone. They y'all going to hell, blah blah blah. And these girls ran up and started twerking on their
like twerking on the protesters, the Westboro.
Not like on them, but like in front of them type shit. Like fuck your protest type shit. Like twerking in front of them, like flipping them off and shit. That shit was low key funny as hell. And then like the police on standby and shit, because the police like, oh fuck, like.
Hey man, let's bite this bullet.
Let's go ahead
and talk about this abortion shit, man.
Roe v. Wade, man. All right, let's do this in the order of our panel. So like Kyle, me, Oscar.
Okay. Well, what do you want to know? My opinion on the repeal of Roe
versus
Wade?
Just say how you feel, just in general. Just lay out the whole shit, meat and potatoes.
So, like, of course, I don't fuck with the fact that I don't understand why Roe v. Wade was repealed. Like, why the fuck would they go 50 years back in history and then reverse this law? Like, I don't get the reason. Like, why? What I wanted to talk about mostly is that, like, everybody knows, you know, they made abortion a state by state thing. Like, what the hell? You know, obviously people that live in more conservative states are now disadvantaged. Us living in Maryland, or Oscar, what's Florida looking like? Like, is Florida gonna ban abortion, or is like, are y'all keep it?
The thing is, like, they shortened the amount of time you're allowed to get one. But the thing is that the fucking governor, like, the most famous one, sadly, is fucking Ron DeSantis. And he's like as conservative as it gets. Also, I just want to point this out. This shit was on the news. There was a literal fucking human trafficking ring found underneath Disney World, like happening within Disney World, right before the COVID shit happened. As soon as the COVID shit happened, everybody went on lockdown. Never came back up in the news. Nobody knows what happened. Couple fucking not even cities, like just like, how do I call it? Like, I want to say a couple streets, just like a couple towns down. There was a pizza shop. They were trafficking kids out of that pizza shop.
Did you say Disney World or Disney
Pizza shop?
Disney World.
Disney World.
Disney World, Orlando.
But, so what you saying? Like, so Pizzagate isn't too crazy because it's a pizza.
Nah, it's not too crazy. But like the thing is, though, like this dude, like, I don't know, like, I don't know what happened as far as like after the guy got arrested, but I know the dude, like, I met this girl in a tattoo shop that like straight up met the dude. It was like this older woman. Like she met the guy because he was also like a realtor, like selling houses and shit. Whole time this dude was like selling kids out of a pizza shop in the fucking background, and he went to jail for it. I think his name was Luigi or some shit. And then like
Luigi,
yo, this is not funny. Why his name gonna be Luigi?
Who fucking knows what happened after, bro? Because like I'm not sure. Like,
come on, bro.
But,
Luigi selling kids out the pizza shop is fucking crazy, dog.
Listen, to go back on the original topic, I just wanted to say that because if anybody from Florida is watching, like that shit really happened. Like they trying to put that shit in the background, but there's really
I
kids
just
getting sex
googled it,
bro. Yeah. Listen, I know so many chicks, bro. There used to be like, it was mad dangerous for a while. Like my local Walmart used to have like mad creepers on there, like, and that shit got like so big that the creepers like straight up disappeared. But like I guarantee there's still some there. But like white van type shit, like it was crazy. But fucking Ron DeSantis sucks. So if he gets, there's elections coming up. If he gets reelected, hopefully not. But if he does, you can kiss abortion goodbye in Florida. But if
on
he
that
doesn't,
human trafficking,
like, they still got a chance.
I haven't. So like, I haven't personally had any like interactions with human trafficking myself. Like somebody tried to kidnap me, like. So, but like the thing I wanted to talk about though on the human trafficking side, so it was this Uber driver. she was a female, and she like was telling me about how she felt like this dude was trying to like kidnap her, human traffic her, or some crazy shit. Cause she was at a gas station. This the middle of the winter at a gas station. Some dude in a truck like approaches her, asking to use her phone, and she kind of like already sketchy of the dude. So she like, oh no, I don't got a phone, or like my phone dead. She said either one of those, like type shit. So he like, oh okay. So and like, so I think he also asked her like if he could get a ride or some stupid shit like that. She go inside, pay for her gas or whatever the fuck, go out, pump her gas and shit. And like, she get in her car, and she said she was doing something on her phone. She called somebody or something. Dude walks up to the car. I thought you ain't have a phone. That's okay though. Gets in his car and just sits there.
Nah, that's weird.
That shit is crazy as fuck, dog. That's why I say no matter like, because this also me personally, I'm trying to get my gun license legally and all that shit.
Yeah.
Everybody need a weapon, bro. It's too crazy out here. Like, especially like if you go be by yourself, like if you not like riding with a group of people, or like you don't got somebody with you or some shit, like you gotta have a gun. Like I'm just saying, like in this world, it's a lot of crazy shit. And like even if you're not a violent type of person, you don't want to kill nobody, you don't want to shoot nobody, there are other people out there who are violent people.
Yeah.
Who do like they love to shoot people and they love to kill people. So you gonna need something to combat them.
Bro. You know what's crazy? My friend Don Trail said the same thing. He was like, I got one, but I hope I never have to use one. I was like, that's true. That's the same mentality I got.
I want a pistol, and I hope I do get to use it on a bitch ass nigga trying to break in my house or fuck with my family. You feel me? I don't give a fuck. Like I'm not a violent nigga, but my nigga, trust if you trying to fuck with my shit, guarantee you getting popped, bro. And I will go to the shooting range, and you will get your ass clapped like it's a Call of Duty, and I'm a gamer. You will get your ass headshotted, nigga.
And guess what? All legally. We gonna beat that shit too. Self-defense.
We got stand your ground over here. So like, you know.
Man, we need that in Michigan. We need that. I ain't gonna lie. The stand your ground law kind of fire, except for when it's used on that Trayvon Martin shit, because that was some fuck shit. That was some fuck shit. I feel like stand your ground ain't valid if the other person didn't have a weapon type shit. Like unless they just beating the fuck out of you, like you killing somebody while they don't got a weapon. I feel like that shouldn't be justifiable.
Because this just randomly popped up in my head. What do you guys think of the death penalty?
What's the death penalty? I don't know what that is. Well, I do know what it is, but like
when somebody like goes to prison and instead of like getting like a sentence, like a lifetime sentence or like a small sentence, they just straight up get the death penalty, which is where they are scheduled to like legally get killed in prison.
I mean, it depends on the crime because I've heard, okay, number one, my views on death are unconventional. And number two, I've heard that being in jail is worse than being dead. So it depends on the crime. Like sometimes them niggas, like people act like death is going to be so bad. That's coming from like a Judeo-Christian angle. Like if you believe in the type of shit I believe in, death is more of like a release. And some of these niggas do not deserve to be absolved of life. Some of these niggas really do need to suffer through the prison system. So my opinion on the death penalty is for like, what is this? Like, is it for like very heinous crimes or whatever?
Yeah, like if you're like most of the time mass murderers get it.
Mass murder, yeah, I feel like they need to suffer and stay in prison.
That's what I'm saying. Like I feel like the death penalty is just like an easy way out of like actually doing time.
Right.
But here's how I feel about it, right?
Here's the thing. Here's where like most people differ from me. Because they're pro death penalty. I just feel like it's inhumane. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think any human should choose, like, whether somebody else has to kick the can or not. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like if you did the crime, which is as crazy as mass murdering or, like, mass raping, then you deserve to just be, like, in solitary for the rest of your life. Just rotting. But, like, the death penalty is, like, I don't think that should be a thing just because I feel like nobody should have that control.
So, how I feel about it, I'm kind of on the fence. Because, like, so for one,
you got to think of my whole convictions too. Like, imagine how many people that were innocent got the death penalty.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, that's my biggest problem with the death penalty is wrong convictions and shit. Cause like first thing that comes to my mind when I think of wrongful convictions is like George Stinney. Like, even though this next one I'm about to say wasn't even like an official execution, but it damn near might as well have been Emmett Till. Like shit where it's like a motherfucker getting killed over a rumor or he say she say. Cause the thing about like the whole George Stinney shit, he was the youngest person. I don't know if somebody younger has been executed since then, but like at the time I read this story, he was the youngest person to ever get executed in American history. And let me just put it into perspective.
He was 14,
when
right?
Yeah, he was 14.
I think so. I think so.
Yeah.
The dude who actually killed them little girls that they accused him of killing was some old white dude who like lived nearby and shit. And also the evidence, he like with his body weight and shit, like the weapon or whatever was like laying on top of the girls. I can't remember what it was. It was like a piece of wood or some shit. He wasn't able to lift it up. Like it was like heavy type shit. Like only an adult or like somebody older could have lifted it type shit.
That
like
nigga was tiny. Like that George Stinney dude, he was like
sure
5'1" and 90 pounds.
He
like,
was so fucking small. Look,
yeah, the
bro,
mask, like the mask wouldn't fit properly.
Yeah, this the morbid ass part about that.
They had him
nigga
sit on
was
the
so
Bible,
small.
dude. That's what's
They had
crazy.
him sit on the Bible that he brought in. The Bible that he brought in on some shit. Like that's so like the symbolism of that too is just fucking crazy. Like and also this is also why like it's crazy how people try to dismiss racism and like shit like that and be like, oh, that was so long ago, blah, blah, blah. That shit was fucking horrible, bro. Like, we think about the Holocaust still. We still acknowledge how that shit was fucked up and it was wrong. And the Jewish community is still fucked up about that. Like, I've never seen anybody try to debate that the Jewish community is still traumatized by the Holocaust. Like, I've never seen anybody try to invalidate Jews and their feelings on the Holocaust like how they do with black people in slavery and like all this other shit that happened not that long ago. Actually, like people like to act like it's like slavery and all that shit happened 1,000 years ago. That shit was not that long ago. It's motherfuckers alive that experienced that shit. That was there, like type shit, like firsthand, like it happened to type shit. But also, I'm getting way off topic. Back to the death penalty thing. So like when it comes to wrongful convictions, that's like my problem with it. Because honestly, other than that, I'm pretty pro death penalty. Like if you could prove without a doubt somebody did like some heinous shit, and when I'm talking about heinous, I'm talking about like you went out in public and just shot some random people, you fucking killed a kid, you hurt a kid, like you did some shit to a kid or whatever, you fucking like you raped the kid, like I honestly. This is gonna sound like a controversial opinion. I feel like every pedophile should be murdered, like should be executed, not murdered, should be executed. Every pedophile should be executed, and I'm gonna list some reasons why. For one, like a good 80-90% of them repeat. They like, for the most part, none of them just fucking touch a kid or whatever the fuck type of disgusting shit, and then just don't do it again.
Before you continue, dude in chat asked how old we are. I'm 19.
I mean, he's basically right. We all in that age range. I'm 20.
Yeah.
I'm 21.
Yeah, I'm basically right.
Yeah.
But like,
so you don't feel like pedophile? Okay, so would you rather have a pedophile be executed or get a life sentence? Because I feel like a life sentence would be worse.
See, here's the thing, though, real. Like,
I would rather.
Like this, what if you just get them lifetime in solitary?
Because I feel like that's way worse than
but
that.
see, I feel like a pedophile should be executed in the most heinous, inhumane way. Because like Oscar, I know Oscar's biggest problem with the death penalty is that it's inhumane. But honestly, when it comes to a pedophile, I want it to be inhumane. Like drag this motherfucker out in front of everybody. Like straight barbaric shit. Just beat their ass in front of everybody to death. Like stone them, do all that. Bring it back.
I get where you're coming from, for real.
So you want their death to be as painful as possible.
Yeah,
so
but honestly though,
you also got to think about it like this though. Like the laws behind death penalties, like don't really allow it to be painful like that. Like
that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying like
deaths.
Ideally what I would want type shit. Like ideally,
I got you.
Yeah, but like
they don't do the shooting anymore. They don't do the one where it's the shooting range. They just do like lethal injection and then the electric chair, I think, still. And I'm not sure there's another one. but most of the time it's lethal injection.
But to get back on track. So my whole abortion thing, I'm thinking, damn, why did they just randomly decide, or not? Maybe it wasn't so random, but where does this inkling come from to want to repeal Roe v. Wade? And it got me thinking, bro. Like, and I told Rio about this. What I'm more concerned about, or what I find more intriguing, is like seemingly we're starting to have the inklings of a culture that's starting to swing more right. Because I feel like politically we just swing back and forth. We've been left for a couple years, like going left or more left. And I feel like we are starting to swing right. So that's what I want to get into later. But what are y'all opinions on the abortion Roe v. Wade things?
Okay, so Roe v. Wade is like, I remember when I first saw the story, like before they actually repealed it. When they were like
before you continue again. Yeah, do it in the comments. The comment on the screen.
Oh,
I see where you're coming from.
Exactly.
I see where you're coming from. I see where you're coming from, and I respect that. But
yeah. But like, damn. Okay, so like when I saw that they were gonna repeal it, I was like, this is this crazy as fuck. But they probably not gonna do this shit. Like ain't no, like they're not gonna let this happen. And then it happened, and now I'm kind of in this weird mind state where I just feel like anything can happen at this point. At this point, these motherfuckers might try to repeal slavery. Like, you never know. Like, one of them, I think one of the Supreme Court justices or some senator said to repeal segregation type shit. Like some senator actually said that shit on Twitter.
Bro, you know what's wild though? A lot of these men don't realize, like, if they came after the abortions, like, it's only a matter of time before they come after vasectomies and like ways men can, like, you know what I'm saying? It's a like if they keep going down the rabbit hole, then I'm telling you, like, condoms are probably gonna go too.
And that's insane because
that's so weird to me though, because like, why do y'all want us to keep having babies?
Not just that, but like, we putting ourselves in danger. Like, a lot of women have to get abortions for their health. You know what I'm saying? Like, the baby is called. I'm not very well versed on women's health, but I know that sometimes abortions aren't just like, oh, I can't have this baby. Sometimes you need to get that baby out of you in order to fucking survive. And that what made me think of that is the whole vasectomy thing.
A lot of women die during childbirth, which is crazy. Also, like, giving birth can literally like rip, like, you know, the little part, your gooch, like in between your ass and your fucking vagina. Having childbirth can literally rip that shit open.
I know a female family member that said that happened to her.
Nah, that's fucked up.
Bruh.
That shit crazy, dog.
What made me think of that is the whole vasectomy thing. Like, bruh, of course, naturally, also, I'm gonna be more well versed.
Before you continue, also, short women have more trouble giving birth than tall women because they're so small. So, like, you know what I'm saying?
What is short?
Like fucking, like 5 foot, like down.
Oh, you're talking about short, because my mom like 5'3", like she's kind of short, like, but you know. But like what I was saying was what made me think of that was the whole vasectomy thing. Like, bro, like as men, bro, not only does vasectomy stop us from having kids or whatever, literally it, you know, decreases our chances of prostate cancer. And especially for Black men of West African descent, like me and Rio, bro, like we have higher testosterone. So vasectomies are more necessary for us because of the higher testosterone, there's a higher chance of prostate cancer. So if they repeal,
I'm not gonna lie. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm not gonna lie. I'm planning on getting one.
Sooner or later?
As soon as I can.
Nah, you don't want no damn kids.
I do, because you can reverse it, just as long as you don't wait too long. Like, if you the longer you wait to reverse it, the less likely that they'll be able to effectively reverse it. But like, if you say like a few years later, you all right, I want to have kids now, they can reverse it.
Yeah, bro.
So you want to get a vasectomy soon? Like how? Like in your 20s?
Yeah, and then just when I'm financially ready to have a kid and shit, and I got that stability to where I'm like, okay, it's time. Then I'll get that shit unsnipped.
So you like basically nah, you won't have to get an abortion because I'm gonna just until we ready, then I'm gonna get the whole damn.
Yeah, because
bro,
it's commendable. It's commendable. I personally,
I randomly thought of this, but I gotta go to the abortion topic real quick because my brain's just on train mode. But It's like they should have just let the women choose their women's rights, bro. Not the fucking like what 6th Supreme Court. Like, dude, that's the whole concept of like the fact that there's a Supreme Court and like it barely relies on democracy is insane. Like
the fact
democracy
that
died
Supreme
years
Court
ago.
justices can't be voted out is crazy.
It's crazy. Democracy died years ago, dude. It's wild. They can't do that to women. That's fucked up.
See, I saw somebody say this. So this is not my original thought. These aren't my original words. But I saw somebody say on like Reddit or some shit that basically like the election and voting and all that shit is like a show / incentive to like keep us quiet type shit. It's like giving a dog a bone. You know, like it's basically what it is. We the dog,
right?
Voting
It's
is the
like
bone.
Star
It's
Wars,
like,
right? It's just shadow government.
Hey, Rio,
like
bro say you gotta talk to your doctor first about the vasectomy. You don't know they're always reversible.
All right, for sure. But like, but yeah, it's the perfect analogy I can think of when it comes to like voting and democracy in America. It's like you make pork chops, right? You got a dog. Your dog is like coming up to you begging for the pork chop. Like, oh, I want this pork chop. Pork chop is like actual voting rights and like actual like control, right? And then like actual power that they claim the people have, power to the people, right? That they claim the people had, like the pork chops is the power. The dog is begging for the pork chops. To shut the dog up and get the dog the fuck out of your face so you can eat the pork chop and enjoy the pork chop without having to share, like actually share and eat a pork chop with the dog, to appease the dog and shut it up and get it out of your face, you're going to give it a bone or a little begging strip or a little, yeah. That's what voting is. Like here, all right, y'all can vote. Look, y'all are in control. Look at these numbers. Look at the percents. You're in control. Come out to the polls. We'll give you a little sticker on your driver's license.
Like I still though, like I know it's true, but like I still plan on voting like this year or like for Florida shit. Like it, well, not this year, but it's coming up.
Part of what y'all are saying, like this is part of the reason why I will never like say I'm a Democrat or Republican on my license or whatever. Like I'm registered independent, and my mom was like, "Oh, in this upcoming election, like, oh, you have to register." I'm like, I guess I ain't voting in it then. Like I'm voting in general elections for the general people. Cause I don't mean to sound like a conspiracy nigga, but I feel like number one, the president is selected and the voting, like our votes don't like we just like what y'all said. We just
what it is.
Yeah, we just
it's
playing
like
the game with each other.
It's like our votes, and they literally live stream it every year. Where those like it's that group of dudes. I got the fucking name. I know the name. I just forgot.
Electoral College.
The Electoral College. Y'all.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah. They fucking their votes are like worth more points than our votes.
And that's crazy because a state could like they either choose one or the other, and all of that state votes go to that person. So it could be like a 51-49 split, and whoever got that 51, despite almost half the state voting for the other president, that whole state just goes to the one president. And it's like, damn, bro, you know what I'm saying? What was I finna say about this damn voting shit? Oh yeah, this might be a hot take, but back in 2020, knowing what I know now, I kind of wish, I voted for Ye. Because out of all the presidents, people that was running for president, I sure as hell didn't want to vote for Trump. I voted for Biden in reality because I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Let's look toward a better future. But who I really wanted to be president was Ye, and I'm thinking to myself, bro, like, it's kind of like a fucked up gangbang. Like we all getting fucked. If I knew what I know now, I'd be like, look, Trump or Biden, we getting fucked either way. I would have rather voted for who I really wanted and still.
To be honest, bro, like, listen, I would have if I would have been able to vote then, I would have probably voted for Bernie, even though it would have went nowhere. But I
couldn't vote for Bernie, bro. Like I'm not registered Democrat or Republican. I think only registered Democrats can do that.
Really? I ain't gonna lie. Bernie, the thing about Bernie, which like this gonna make me just sound like I'm trying to disrespect Bernie. He's so old, bro. I'm not gonna lie, like he's so old, bro.
You push him over, like he's kind of dead. I'm not gonna lie, like it's
it's like we elect this man and he died like a month.
But the thing is though, like Biden is right there, bro. Like
Biden old as fuck too.
Listen,
I ain't gonna lie.
Trump's diet was horrible. Like all he ate was McDonald's and shit. Like. All of these dudes are like old men that don't really take care of themselves.
How old is Trump now? Let me Google this.
He's 76, I think. 76.
It's weird that you gotta be that old.
That's crazy. And Barack is 60. Barack is only 60.
I feel like they're stuck in like how it used to be for them and they're not stuck on how it is for people now. You know what I mean? Like when you're that old, you're kind of just like, this is what I wanted to change when I was younger. Even though, like, you know, there's some stuff that current day people are still dealing with now. But, like, I feel like if they looked at, like, more of the issues that are affecting, like, people on the younger side, like 30 down, you know what I mean? Like, that would actually make a little more progress. 30 or 40 down.
But
60 up, like, you're already, like, most are already retired. Like,
but to get into my meat and potatoes, like my main point on the Roe v. Wade thing.
Fuck you.
I'm pro-abortion.
Nice.
I'm pro-abortion. Like I feel like it's some bullshit, man. And like the states, it's up to the states now. I hope my state sticks to like what the fuck they claiming, because our governor Gretchen Whitmer.
Before you continue, I agree with what this dude just said. That's true.
20 years ago, he would have been a good choice.
Bernie, they're all like,
but 20 years ago, that's the thing. That's the thing, bro. Like 20 years ago, I feel like he may have been, if he had the same positions, he may have been too liberal for the cultural climate at that point. Because at the end of the day, like if the whole political spectrum is in between my two hands, America's really only ever going to elect people that's within this. Like they're never going to elect, you know, the nut. I mean, Trump just kind of opened up that far right kind of cesspool to the point where someone like DeSantis can come in and possibly win the election type shit. But typically, you know, they only within like this sort of bubble right here, because nobody at the end of the day, I feel like up to a point, most of America was pretty similar in the point, like, you know, like they might disagree on some things, but you don't want to get too far out of the bubble of, okay, I just want me and my family to be good, whatever. So I feel like somebody like Bernie 20 years ago definitely would have, you know, put off the American people.
Yeah. Like, but so what I was saying about like abortion and like hoping that my state sticks to what they're claiming. So the governor Gretchen Whitmer, like when the shit got repealed or whatever, the day of, she posted some shit on her social media like, oh, we're gonna fight hard to keep abortions, but she sounded so unsure. Like it just sounded like the emptiest promise ever. Like, oh, we're gonna fight hard, like to keep abortion. Like it just sounded like, here's what you want to hear right now.
Bro, I'm happy you brought that up. I'm happy you brought up that she sounded unenthusiastic, because like I want to get into this. What do y'all think about the culture possibly like taking some type of possibly premeditated swing to the right?
I ain't fucking with it. It's scary because this is the thing about like the right, like right now, bro. It's very.
Can I even put my 2 cents in on the culture? I feel like I can't.
Why do you feel like you can't?
Because like I'm not, you know what I mean? Like, listen, I'm a minority, but I'm not black. You know what I mean?
I mean, what do you mean? Like I'm not talking about just black culture. I'm talking about like American culture as a whole.
All right. See now I get what you mean. I can definitely talk about that, but I just feel like it'd be weird if like me like.
Oh yeah, I wasn't talking about just black culture. I was talking about like the country.
Yeah, but like the scary thing about the right is they're being very loud and like bold now with the racism and like the transphobia, the homophobia, and the crazy shit. Because like they always been on that type of time, but it's like lately they really just been blatant about it. Like they used to like even use code words like back then and shit. Like around the Trump era, like they'll say some shit, like they'll say racist shit, but it'll be like a dog whistle, like it'll be like some racist shit, but it'll be like coded and some other shit. Like it'll just be like, we don't like illegals, but you know what type of illegals they're talking about. They're talking about Mexicans. They're not talking about illegal Russian immigrants. They're talking about, we don't like these Mexicans. Like when they're talking shit about immigrants, they're talking about Mexico. Like when they talk about thugs and all that shit, Black Lives Matter thugs, they're just talking about any black person that doesn't fuck with the police type shit. Like, but like my whole thing is just like, but now it's just straight up like, no, these blacks, these gays, these trans, blah blah blah. Like now it's just crazy. Like now they just straight up saying that shit. Like, and it's wild.
Yeah, I feel you. Nah, bro, you're right. Yo, this comment also. Hello.
What comment?
This comment grabbed my attention. The one where he said you're correct 100%. That's kind of true. And I just randomly thought of this, but like I like what Kyle said. Like they mostly pick people in the middle. Because if you think about it, Obama was in the middle, right? Because Obama was like, you know what I mean? He'd be like, here's your little bill, so, you know, gay people can get married. And then he'd turn around and then, like, you know, bomb a bunch of people. So.
Hey, Jay, bro, you know, you've been a pretty good addition to the chat so far. Like, you've not been on no troll shit. You got some pretty substantive opinions. What's your opinion on what we talking about right now?
Oh man, it's complicated. Like I'm double y'all's age. Let me just say that. Like I told y'all I got sons y'all's age, and I've seen different things, and I don't know. Like I think everybody agrees that abortion, just the idea of it, disgusts everybody. You know what I mean? Like I'm not saying that I'm not pro-choice, but like if I had an accident with a young lady, I don't think I'd let her have an abortion. Like I'd want to step up and like I wouldn't be cool with like my baby being killed.
But what if she wanted to have the abortion though?
I mean, that real talk, like that happens a lot. Like a girl will just kind of scandalously go and do it without even talking to the dude.
See, like the thing is though, like when you say like you wouldn't want your baby being killed, right? Like, are you saying baby just like in the symbolic sense? Because like the safest time to have an abortion is when like before it even like, you know, forms out of like the tiniest bundle of cells.
Yeah. No, 100%. Like and
because I'm pro-abortion all the way. You know what I mean?
No, I got you. I always thought that truth be told, there's like compromise to be had there. Like get a scientist, get a team of scientists, and like unbiased scientists, and they like analyze pregnancy, and they pick a day. Say it's 3 months, say it's 4 months, whatever it is. Pick that day. But I mean, obviously more than like 2 weeks. You know what I mean? Like enough time for a girl to like miss her period and like figure out she's pregnant.
Yeah.
But not like
I'll fuck
5
with
months.
that.
Like they say, like, all right, here it's a baby, here it's just an embryo and just cells or whatever. And I feel like everybody could win, but everybody's so passionate about it that they won't even have that discussion.
I feel like though, like in a perfect world, like I could see where what you're saying is like the main thing, but like the reality of it is like, you know, it's a really like it's not even really a gray area. It's just like this is how one person feels, this is how the other person feels, and you know, for some reason the pro-life got the upper hand in this scenario. Like they would never see it that way.
Well,
it would just constantly look
not
at
an
it
accident.
like, what's up?
It's not an accident.
It was premeditated for sure. But you know,
Well,
you get what I'm saying.
So Jay, bro, do you think that the American culture is starting to move right? Because you say like you agree that it's premeditated, that this Roe v. Wade reverse. If I'm not mistaken,
and if you look at like so I'm a political independent. I was a Democrat most of my life, but I feel like the Democrats kind of left me. Like I don't get the woke craziness, like all that. I don't get it. Like they're isolating like a lot of their people. And anyway, what I was gonna say about like one thing the Republicans have been good at is playing the long game. And like they'll take an L here or an L here, but they'll get the judges that they want because like they've been planning this for a long time.
That's pretty true.
Like this was always what they wanted. This isn't a shock. Like when what's dude named Mitch McConnell, when he's picking judges for the Supreme Court, like that's what he's picking them for. That's why they get selected.
He's setting them up in the perfect position so something like this could go through.
Exactly.
What's even like wilder though, like on the women topic, like a lot of these dudes that get picked have like straight up just like basically proven sexual assault charges on them. Like
Clarence Thomas,
it's pretty
Brett
obvious
Kavanaugh.
the people that they pick.
Yeah, I've heard all that. So did I hear y'all say you're in Florida?
Not all of us, just Oscar.
Oh, I grew up in Broward County.
Okay. That's real close.
Yeah, I live in Texas now, but that was home for me.
So how did you feel being a Democrat? You know, and you spent most of your life in the South.
It's weird. Like y'all probably are gonna look at me as like an older white guy and think that I don't like have my eyes to it. I feel like racism has changed a little bit amongst white people. When I was little, like in the 80s, there were rebel flags everywhere. Like it was just part of the South. Like the Dukes of Hazzard was like the #1 show on TV. They had a big rebel flag on the car.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, I don't know. I had this discussion the other day. I feel like the South is actually getting to be better because when you're forced to live next door, like go to school together, it's hard to truly hate somebody when you walk in their shoes. You know what I'm saying? Like there may be like remnants, but like I see like,
you know
like,
what's crazy about what you just said? Because we both grew up in Florida, I feel like you might have ran into this, but like there's been genuine times where like I see a kid like straight up just getting like racially railed on by his friends, right? And I'll be like, yo, dog, like they're clearly doing this just because you're different, right? Like this is like straight up just racism against you, just being disguised as like edgy jokes and shit, right? And like there's been multiple times where the dude like straight up agrees, but it's like you know, all that time on like social media, all that time in the group chat with all these people, like it's like they convinced dude like to just agree that it's a joke and that he should just peer pressure go along with it and just let it happen. And it's fucked up. Like that's fucked up. Also, like I get where you're coming from because like, you know, of course, like especially this day and age, I went to like, you know, I just graduated high school like literally a year ago. So like it's like a melting pot of everyone, like you said, especially in the area where I'm from, because where I'm from it's like right outside the suburbs, then like the crazy expensive suburbs, and they all share like 3-4 high schools, right? So it's just kind of people from everywhere. And then fucking bro, like it's a lot of kids that like genuinely like act a certain way, and then you'll have a conversation with them and then they'll agree with you, but it's like then they go home and on their side of town it's just straight racism, versus like on another person's side of town it's a lot of like different cultures mixed together. Like, you know, like they got a bodega here, they got a pizza shop, you know, Italian place down the road, like type of shit like that, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like it at the end of the day, like I really feel like a lot of the shit that goes down is like a bunch of kids have like a different school life and then they go home to just a bunch of bullshit. And then once you're done going to school, it just kind of transforms into, you know, your home's all you got unless you go off to college. So like they just change into that.
Yeah. Florida's like that. Like my high school in Hollywood, Florida was like 30% white, 30% black, 30% Hispanic. Like as even as it could be. Like they were right down the middle. We all got along. Like I feel like I grew up in kind of a bubble.
Yeah.
Because like another weird thing about South Florida and culture, like in the 90s especially, is the N-word. Everybody called each other the N-word.
Even the white kids?
The white kids?
Dude, nah.
Everyone did.
This was crazy, Kyle. Like
everyone did.
Everybody did. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like there's like generally just groups of like just white and black kids like from completely different places that are just friends, like literally in the same group. They all call each other the N-word.
That seemed like just a Florida thing. I don't know. That's like is it like
100% it's a Florida thing because like that's how I grew up.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like it's kind of true. A lot of people do it.
I think they do it in New York too. I think they do it up in New York.
I mean, but in New York, I don't think the white people are included though. Like New York is like a black Hispanic thing.
See, like you. I mean, like I would kind of like I would agree with you, but it's like there's definitely some white dudes that are included.
See, where I live, it depends on the area, because like Detroit and like the majority black areas, like white people usually don't get away with saying that word, like unless like you just a cool ass white boy like from the block or some shit, and like niggas just really fuck with you and vouch for you. But for the most part, like black people ain't really having white people saying that word like in like the majority black areas of Michigan. But in the like majority white areas of Michigan that I done been in, Like I done had like white people like at the school I done went to like say nigga around like not to me, but like say nigga like and all type of shit. And like it'll be two white kids having a conversation like, oh nigga, well, like nigga, what the fuck I just tell you, nigga? I'm like, nigga, which one of y'all's the nigga? Like who's the nigga in this situation? Like what's going on?
I've definitely seen that. Like I do. Like it's kind of the same way where I live. Like I grew up in suburban Maryland, and like it's usually black kids saying nigga, and then like some other kids of color would be saying it. Like it depended on how like your proximity to the black community at the school. Like if the black if you was just really cool with black people, like mostly Hispanic people was like this. If you was really cool with them, then you would say nigga. No one would bat an eye. You know, people of other races besides white. I only remember in my whole life one white dude who like consistently said nigga. Like I remember at 8th grade graduation, he was like, I gotta graduate with all my niggas, and no one checked him or anything. Like, I only remember one white dude like that. And he was cool with all the black people, but you know, it was mostly a couple fringe kids of color, but it was like a black thing to use the N-word. But
So
y'all
Kyle,
talking about
real talk. So that's
Kyle,
how
you might I'm sorry. But Kyle, oh my bad. I didn't know who was going.
Wait, Rio, what are you saying?
Go ahead.
Okay, so Kyle, you definitely will like weigh in on this, but when it comes to checking white people about saying the N-word, where I'm at with it right now, because I feel like when I was younger and I was like starting to become more educated and like more aware of being black and like more proud of being black to the point, because honestly, I'm not gonna lie, like growing up, I was kind of ashamed of being black because of like a bunch of racism and like pro-black shit anti-black shit that like I faced and shit. So like I kind of was like insecure about being black and shit. But it's like once I started getting more security about my race and like becoming more proud and like being like, okay, like it's not a bad thing to be black. Like it's not a bad thing to like embrace my culture and like all this shit. Like I started to be more like angry about white people saying the N-word and more like, oh, I'm not letting no white person say the N-word around me, blah, blah, blah. Like every time somebody said every time a white person said the N-word, I'm commenting, I'm leaving comments like in person, I'm trying to check people. But then like once I got older and once I like really like started working different jobs and shit and like really being around people really, like I'm at the point right now where I'm just like, keep it at a respect level. If you a white person that says nigga, just don't say it to me. If your other black friends allow you to call them that, that's cool. Say it to them. Just don't say it to me. I'm not saying don't say it at all because I can't control nobody. I can't police it. Like I can't like we'll be spending all day trying to like stop white people from saying it in general. So like my whole thing is just don't say it to me. Say it to your other black friends that allow you to, but I'm not one of them. Like
hey man, I've never been in a situation where a white person was trying, because like I said, I grew up in suburban Maryland. Like I feel like a lot of I mean apparently for y'all Florida niggas it's different. But like most suburban white dudes in Maryland, even if they really cool with the black community, they will like it could be the most like, I know this is a fucked up way to describe it, but like it could be the blackest white dude and they won't say it out of respect. Like the people that I know that are not black and have very close proximity to the black community, they're very respectful. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't say that shit. So it's like I've never.
See, the thing with Florida, bro, like at the end of the day, it's a retirement state, right? So a lot of people from different states of all kinds of backgrounds, even immigrants too, they come by, even if they're not even retiring, they just come by because like I'm not even gonna lie, like Florida is like a good state to like start some shit up. You know what I mean? So like a lot of people come by and then those people have kids or they move with kids. And then it just becomes kind of like a melting pot of everybody growing up together. And like everybody, like most people, even though it's wrong, think like, you know, it's fine to say it because they've known this person forever, right? Which I mean, like at a point in my life, like middle school, like I thought it was fine because I wasn't white. And then I had this dude like be like, yo, that's not cool at all, right? And then I was like, you know what? Like the more I thought about like what he said, like just throughout, I was like, you know what? He's kind of right. His name was Amari. And I was like, you know what? Like Amari's right? And then I was just like, you know, the more you grow up, it's like you start learning more about history. Like this shit, like since 7th grade, like this shit was just like, I was like fucking 11 years old, right? So I'm like 11 years old and I'm starting to learn all this information. And I was like, you know what? Like Latinos shouldn't say that shit either. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, so it got to the point, also just like side note, but like I randomly ran into Amari at the mall, like randomly. Amari's a cool dude, bruh. like I ran into Amari and Amari was like, "Yo, Oscar," and I was like, "Oh my god, it's crazy," because I haven't seen him since like we were fucking 12. So, but that's dude's cool as hell. But like, I don't know, it's like, because when you also like us three, we really grew up on the internet, right? And for a minute, like still now, like there was a long time where like nobody on the internet gave a shit about anything, right? Like crazy.
Still, man.
Like the most
Look what we
famous shit had the
experienced
most
tonight.
wild shit in it. Exactly.
Look at the chat tonight.
those are trolls though. They be hiding. Like people would just be like they're genuine. People would have a profile on the internet that would like be their name and their face, but it was just a different reality type shit. Like
yeah, bro.
People just went crazy, like because the people are like, okay, I'm this person, but this is just my Twitter account, and then real life, there was a distinction back then.
That's what I'm saying. And then like like when you're 11 and like you're just like might as well be edgy, right? But like you know what I mean? Like me, I grew out of that edgy shit like so fucking fast. And then I was just like, bruh, just like, you know what I mean? Just because you're Mexican does not mean you can say it. Like, we like done faced our hardships too, but like it's nothing compared to that. You know what I mean? It's just
honestly, I feel like everybody kind of go through their edgy phase in different ways though. Because like my edgy phase wasn't me like saying no racially charged shit. It was me being like super anti-religious. Which like it's funny because like right now currently I believe in God and I'm like more spiritual, but like it was one point where like I'll say in middle school where I was starting to become skeptical about like religion and about God, and instead of like me just like having that like skepticism with myself and like internally figuring out like how like where I stand on that myself, I was like trying to be overly performative about it, and like I was kind of being a dick. I'm not like in retrospect, I can honestly say I was being a dick at that time period because I was like, oh, God isn't real, blah blah blah. Like I would like post like little edgy shit on Facebook, like, oh, God is fake, blah blah blah. Fuck the bot, like all type of just stupid shit, bro. Just literal dumb ignorant shit.
Nah, bro.
Like,
I guess so.
I'm really impressed that you had the self-awareness to call yourself a dick because you're so young. Because when I did that as an older, like I would say like right around 30. I started reading like atheist books and stuff, and then I was the guy that like just for some reason like had to like convince people that what they believed was bullshit, and like but then like I've evolved to where like I got my beliefs, you got your beliefs, like enjoy them, like I don't need to affect them, like they're yours.
Yeah, because honestly, I dislike a lot of aspects of Christianity, but I done got to the point in my life where I'm like, man, a lot of people just be wanting something to hold on to. A lot of people just want to have something to believe in and want that faith. And it's like, for somebody, like, if it's a Christian who, like, isn't bothering nobody and, like, they're not trying to push it on nobody, then, like, all power to them, because, like, if that makes them happy and, like, that God or like that Bible like makes them wake up in the morning and like that's what drives them to be nice to people and like all that shit, then like cool. Like, I done got to the point where it's like just let motherfuckers live. Like, because my honestly, like, take politics and everything away, my whole philosophy like on life, like outside of like racism and like obviously like other shit, is as long as like something isn't hurting somebody else and like it's just some shit somebody believe, it's not hurting nobody else, like you're not putting nobody else down, fuck you can believe whatever you want. You can fucking worship the Cookie Monster for all I care. Like
I feel the same way about the fools that talk about the flat earth. And like if y'all believe in that, I'm not trying to be offensive, but it's not true. It's just not true. The earth is not flat. But I stopped arguing with those guys. Like I'm like, you know what? You believe it? That's cool.
Yeah.
Man, the funniest thing I saw recently, I don't know if you're familiar with the channel Jubilee on YouTube, but they do these things where it's like they'll have two people from like opposing sides of a topic, like debate the topic, and they have flat earthers and like actual scientists.
Oh.
And it was just the funniest discussion ever.
That I gotta check that out because I don't know how it's a thing. I don't know how it's a thing. I don't get where it came from.
They were trying to say that like the moon photos were photoshopped because like they were slightly altered, so they tried to say that they were completely fake. It was some stupid
it's
shit.
It's a big
man.
leap of faith to go all in, and some fools are all in on that flat earth.
Yeah.
But can I say something else about race? That because one of y'all said something that triggered something in my head. and I never considered this before. So, are y'all planning to go to college?
Yeah, I'm in
currently
it. I think
enrolled
Kyle
in
and I are in it.
college.
Yeah.
Okay, so like, one of your core classes you'll have to take is some form of psychology. And
yeah, I took Psych 100.
Did you take Psych 100? Did they talk about like genetic memory and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Okay, so I had never, and like, shame on me, but I mean, I've got 4 kids. I got a busy life, and I never once considered like the genetic memory of slavery.
Like
never. Like I never, I never made a connection. Like it because maybe the books were racist against Black people, because they would talk about the connection between the kids of Holocaust survivors and the grandkids of Holocaust survivors having something inside them that they couldn't explain, that was like passed on from their ancestors.
Right. Like
a hurt or like a fear, a trauma and all that. Right. But I never made that connection to like the grandchildren and great grandchildren of slaves.
I mean, so you talking about the books that you grew up? Did you read these books in college or like
in
K through 12? In college. What college did you go to?
I went to Broward College for 2 years, and then I went to Florida Atlantic for 2 years.
So were these like state provided textbooks?
I guess. I mean, they're public schools, yeah.
Because like my explanation for it would be this, because I know like the thing about like was Florida part of the Confederacy?
It was, yes.
Yeah, so it's like I could see how they might bring up how like Jewish kids and grandkids have that genetic trauma, but like their whole rhetoric, and especially the Republican rhetoric, is like, oh, people like Black people, the reason why they down bad right now is because of a problem with them and not because of the genetic trauma we have from slavery. You feel me? Like, right. So I feel like if those were state provided textbooks, the reason why they didn't bring up the genetic trauma that Black people go through is to just not put it in people's mind that the fact that Black people are where they are right now isn't just because they won't do this. I feel like Republicans want people to believe that Black people have some sort of character flaw that stops them from advancing, when it's way more than that. It's genetic trauma. It's the fact that systematically we've been prevented from advancing. It's a whole lot of things, but their whole platform rests on, if you're not moving forward, it's just because of you. Like, it's because you just can't get up off your ass. Well, nigga, what if my leg's been fucking broken? Like,
right.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. Continue.
I was gonna say, like, one thing, like, it's kind of like the Republicans have blinders on, because like they'll be the ones to talk about, well, young man, you just got to pick yourself up by your bootstraps. I'm sure everybody's heard that expression,
right?
Like, like no excuses, like you got to do it. But like the blinders come from the fact that like not everyone starts from the same place. Not everyone's got the same opportunities, the same just chances, like, for lack of a better word. So like that's where they get it wrong, in my opinion. I don't think they see the whole picture. Like if everybody started from the exact same spot and had the same like education, same opportunities, then sure, then it's whoever works the hardest, puts in the most work, they deserve all the success. But you can't, you've got to factor in all the factors of the equation.
Yeah, I randomly thought of this just like because, but like for a while, like in middle school and shit, again, like, cause like I said, just internet shit, like trolls on the internet and shit, and when you're young, it kind of gets to you. Like, I remember like for a couple, like a good bit, I used to like deny being Asian, like for a while. You know what I mean? And then like I just woke up one day, I'm like, bruh, like it's more like I woke up, and also like the people around me really helped me out. Like literally people from all backgrounds, literally everybody, like, Asian friends, Black friends, Latino friends, white friends, right? I'm like, you know what, man? Like, I just like fuck all this bullshit, right? Like, I gotta wake up and I gotta love myself, right? I'm Latino, I'm Asian, I'm proud of it, right? Like, I fucking like, I found out like the best shit that like works for me is like literally like I don't allow like any form of like anti anything like into my life, like not even just coming from me. I don't say that shit like as a joke. I don't say it like Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't like Rio's like has seen me talk about it before. Like I literally like, cause I feel like how it works for me, it's like if I want to see the personal change in my life, I gotta make that personal change too, right? So you know how like how most people see it is like, if you're not this race, don't say this, right? The way I see it is like, you know, other people do them. I just want to change my world. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you know what I mean? My surroundings, what I see every day. Like, despite being Latino, I don't say no like Latino slurs, not even the shit my parents say, right? Like I don't say nothing against like, I don't say no Latino slurs, I don't say no Asian slurs, no white slurs, black slurs, literally anything. I don't even say homophobic slurs, even though I'm allowed to. Like, I don't say none of that shit. And like a lot of people are like, you know, like, why, right? Like they're like, you know, I see why you wouldn't say these, but these ones are like this, that, or like this, you know, doesn't like blah blah, not the same thing, right? Which I mean, like, I get where everybody's coming from, but like I just feel like me personally, by not saying any of it, I don't engage in any of it even remotely. Like I don't think of any of that shit like ever. You know what I mean? So me doing that is like it helps me just like, you know, like not only just be happy in my own skin, but like literally just be a human. Because I feel like humans, it's not like you or me. Like I really feel like the shit is we. Like we are like all connected in one way or another. Like I really am just for like just humanity. Like I can't stop thinking about it. Like I don't see anybody like as an individual. I just see them as like a conjointed, like, you know, like being. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
When it comes to, oh, I'm sorry.
No, you go. You started. Go ahead.
Okay. When it comes to the genetic memory thing, something I wanted to touch on is kind of like I do get that aspect of it too, but also an aspect I feel like people don't talk about is just the fact of like these things are happening to somebody that looks like me because they look like me. And I feel like that almost should be enough of an explanation for people. Like when people are like, "Oh, well, you weren't alive during slavery," blah blah blah. Well, like I heard about slavery, and it happened to a bunch of people that look like me because they look like me. And it's also like the thing about history and why we learn history and we focus on history is so we don't repeat it again. So we like, you know, so like, but also just like, because even to say an example, like Trayvon Martin shit, or just like anybody who, like any black person who was killed, like even like take it away from like the police shit, like the Ahmaud Arbery, whatever his name was, where like they hunted him down and like killed him and shit. That could have easily been me, like walking to the store, you know, like that could have easily been like my cousin or like my little brother or somebody, you know. So that's another aspect of it that I feel like people don't really like acknowledge, just the fact like even though we weren't alive during certain things, like during slavery or whatever, the fact that it happened to people like us because they were like us, I feel like that should be enough of an explanation, you know?
No,
That's fair. That's fair.
You know what? Like another thing I thought of, dude. Like what's crazy is a lot of people like I like sometimes I feel like they don't even notice it, but like people like pick and choose like what places they like others to be from. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people like in America, bruh, love Japanese people, right? Love South Korean people, right? You bring up like you're from China, and then they just kind of like, you know what I mean? They
Wait,
treat you a little differently.
Do they love those people or do they love the fruits of their labor?
That's what I'm saying. Like, do they love like just the culture, like the shit that came to the West? You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of the time people like talk about what China brought to the West, they like undermine all like the shit that's like at the same level as the other stuff. And most of the time they just like focus on the political shit. Like I can't like, bro, I can't stress this enough. I used to sell pants. One time we went to this Russian lady's store to try to sell her some pants, right? She saw that the bottom of it said made in China. Her whole personality just changed. She was like, I'm not taking nothing from no Chinese, blah, 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 right? We got the fuck up out of it, right? Like, it's crazy. Like, I feel like what people, like, mostly take from China is, like, it's the political brainwashing instead of, like, the actual people that live there and what they got to, like, represent. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and then for Japan, like, Japanese government's kind of, like, crazy as well. But, like, I feel like what people mostly focus on is like the really cool culture that came over from there. You know what I mean? And like one thing, bro, like a lot of Westerners, they love K-pop like to death, but like they don't love it to the point where they like hold accountable like the label owners that like damn near like fucking use these kids as a workhorse. You know what I mean? Like if you like the K-pop like industry, like listen, the music's cool as fuck. The industry like that controls all those kids, bro, is fucked up. Like fucked up.
Yeah, I done deaf heard about it. Like even because even like I'm a pro wrestling fan and shit. There's even some overlap in like the Japanese wrestling scene because there's a female Japanese wrestler named Hana Kimura, and she like she did. I think her nude pictures got leaked or something like that. Some private like picture got leaked or something, and like she was getting like death threats and like so much hate like from people like in her country, like all these people saying, "Oh, you're a slut whore, blah blah blah, you're worthless," and all this shit. And this girl killed herself.
Nah, that's crazy.
Like that type of shit is crazy. Like
if you
know, like
see,
in those communities,
you want to see like extreme racism, go to Japan. Like Japanese people, first of all, they hate Koreans, they hate Chinese, but like you can't like. I can't, you can't, none of y'all, we can't move to Japan just like we can move to other countries. Like they are like maybe it's not racism, or maybe it's just too much pride in being Japanese or whatever it is. But they they would look down on you and like you're not welcome.
I've heard the xenophobia is crazy.
Right.
See, like a lot of things as well though, like listen, because there's all kinds of people all over the world, right? Like there's super crazy racist people in Japan. There's also super cool people in Japan. And there's also people that just dislike foreigners in Japan because their only experiences with foreigners have been where a foreigner goes there and they like completely make a mockery out of their culture because like they don't understand like that it's really not just on some fucking Google anime land. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Hey, I'm gonna drop off here in a little bit, but I want to talk to y'all about because this is something that bothers me because I like America. Like it's an experiment, and like we do have our problems, but I like where we're going. I like our potential. I'll just say that. Like, what are y'all thoughts on cultural appropriation?
well, all right. Well, when it comes to how like I respond and like act towards cultural appropriation, it's kind of like the white people saying the N-word thing. It's like I don't like it, and like I feel like white people shouldn't do it, but at the same time, I'm at the point in my life where I can't really give energy like arguing people about it, like, oh, take the braids out your hair, or take the dreads out of it. Like I just like at this point I just let people like whatever. Like but like I don't like it. Like personally, I feel like I don't fuck with that shit. But at the same time, it's like I can't stop them. So it's just like like all I can do is just not be friends with the people who do it.
In that oh, what were you saying?
No, you go.
Like in that same breath of comparing it to white people saying the N-word, I feel like when it comes to white people doing cultural appropriation or anybody, like a white person saying the N-word, take your average white person saying the N-word, they're gonna sound fucking stupid to the point where it's like, nigga, why the fuck you even saying that? Like you sound dumb.
Like it don't even roll off the tongue.
Right, yeah, you don't even make it sound, like it's supposed to. So like,
bro, it's the suburban kids that try to act like they're in fucking OTF. Like,
right. In that same breath, like when some people do cultural appropriation, I really don't fucking care because some jokes tell themselves, like, dog, if you a white dude and you get some dreads, you about to look dumb. Like, I don't have to sit there and be like, take those dreads out your head.
Hair's not meant for that, dude.
Right. Like, you're just going to look in the mirror and then see a clown and it's going to be like, I don't have to tell you not to do that.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
I'm not saying that you shouldn't do that, but it's just like, some things just don't fit.
See, what I don't like is when, like, people are clearly doing it, like, to look like, the race they're trying to imitate. And when they get called out on it, they just completely deny it and they say some shit like, nah, like, Like a while ago, somebody said, like, Rio and I were talking about this like a while ago, but it was some white person talking like they got dreads or locks, and then like they were like, you know, like this is I'm allowed to because Vikings used to have it. First of all,
Yeah.
Vikings had no hygiene. Like it literally just happened because their hair was so dirty.
But also like it's a total difference in styles. Because
That's what I'm
also
saying.
like there's a thing called like French braids. Like French braids, anybody can get French braids. Like, but then there are like specific braiding styles that black women use, like box braids, like things like that, passion twist, shit like that. That like black women and like honest, and this is another thing about the cultural appropriation thing. The thing about a lot of black people's hairstyles and why they're and like why they should stay specific to black people
Because they're
is
not allowed to wear them
certain
at places
things.
like work and shit, dude. You know what I'm saying?
But also, it's also this aspect though. A lot of black hairstyles are for protection of your natural hair. Like when black women wear like box braids and like weave and like shit like that, a lot of times it's to protect your natural hair. Like so, like this wig, like I could throw this wig on and like style this wig real quick and go about my day type shit. Like instead of having to like expose my hair to like whatever, or if I'm trying to moisturize my hair, I can moisturize my hair, put it in some braids and like put this weave over it, or like get box braids or whatever. You know, like that's another thing about it. And then like also like it's also the same thing with like white dudes who wear do-rags. Black people wear do-rags to like tame their hair, like when it's cut low, to like to get it to that wavy texture type shit that like it gets to after you
It's like
upkeep it for that. Like wow.
There's a purpose and it looks good, right?
Yeah.
When somebody tries to like just when a white dude wears a do-rag, bro, it just looks goofy and it literally serves no purpose.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's literally polar opposite. Like,
all right, well, just take my opinion with a grain of salt. I'm not forcing it on y'all, but I was taught when I was young, like talking about America, that we're supposed to be a melting pot, and like we're not done. Like it'll melt. It's never done. But like I'll give like just in the white society, like you know, like anybody in America is free to celebrate St. Patrick's Day. You don't see Irish people being like, wait a second, you don't have Irish blood, you can't celebrate. Like that, like, and I'm not saying that like mockery is okay, but like if a white dude wants to, in my opinion, wants to wear dreads, laugh at him, but like let him do it.
In my opinion, it's really just all about respect. That's really it. Like, you know, we could celebrate St. Patrick's Day, but it's not like we over there talking like this, and we're like, we're going to get
Also, that's another thing is like the respect aspect.
It's not mockery, right?
Yeah, it's about respect.
Like, because it's all about respect. Because also, perfect example, right? Oscar's not black, but Oscar makes hip hop music. Like he's involved in hip hop culture. He loves hip hop music. He listens to it. He makes it, etc., etc. And like, there's nothing wrong with the way that Oscar like involves himself in that aspect of black culture. Like hip hop culture is black. Like there's no problem with what Oscar does because Oscar is like respectful about it. And like he's just doing it. He's appreciating it. He's not like trying to rip it and like act like, oh, like I came up with this, like with this style of rapping. Like this is like I made up this, like this is my culture. This is my like. He not trying to like bastardize it. Like he like, oh no, like this black culture, I fuck with it. Like, yeah,
it's true.
I mean, I'm for that. I'm for all of us exchanging ideas, exchanging traditions, and it just helps you. I don't know. Maybe I'm naive or just too optimistic, but I feel like this country's got a lot of potential, and things are getting better.
Yeah.
No,
see, like
the
way I see it, it's like I am a guest in this space, right? And I'm very thankful that I'm like allowed to be in this space, like at all. And it's also just like coming from a very passionate place because my whole life, even before I moved to Florida, like in Mexico, like you hear the Spanish rap, right? I already knew it came from here. When I moved here, the area where I live, it is like the number one most listened to thing here, right? Like literally everybody listens to rap. Like there's people that listen to just rap, and then there's people that listen to rap and like funk and R&B and like rock and all that, right? And like I like the fact that it all just kind of lives together in harmony, because like I feel like it just gives everybody the freedom to explore and like share with each other. And also, like, when you really know the history, like all of these genres started with black people, so it's only right, like, you know what I mean, like you got to know what it is.
For sure. Well, listen, it's bedtime for this old man. But
Yeah,
y'all,
man, you've been
You've been a
cool, bro.
good, you've been a
I
good
fuck with you, bro.
contribution.
You've been cool as hell.
y'all, thanks for letting
Yeah.
me on. And honestly,
Yeah, man.
Thank
We'll,
you for
hey, bro,
thank you for
we'll definitely
contributing.
appreciate it
I'll
if you
subscribe to the
come through
channel,
more,
and
man.
if I see y'all around, I'll say hello. I just
That's
want to
what's up,
say,
man.
like,
You're welcome.
it's like it's kind of, I said I'm optimistic, and like talking to young people like you guys helps with that optimism, because you're not just sitting here talking about video games or whatever, like you're talking about real world things, and that's the stuff that matters.
Right. Yeah, that's the
Dude, like,
goal, man.
it's cool that you said that, because like, fun fact about me, like, I fucking love video games like crazy, right? I love those shits. But like, you gotta like realize, like, even the video games in themselves have like very good, like, a lot of them have very good political messages in there that like get you involved and like stuff you should be also talking about, like important shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I wasn't like my kids love video games. My 17-year-old's in a wheelchair. That's about all he can do for fun.
Yeah.
So I'm not hating on video games, but I'm saying like they talk about some of their friends where like that's their whole life. That's all they do. Like that, like that's all they focus on. And even if like y'all only spend 10% having conversations like this, it's just important to do so.
Yeah.
And with that, I'm gonna say goodnight, y'all.
Good night, man.
All
Thank
right,
you for
man.
coming
Good
on
night.
the show.
All right,
Appreciate you, man.
All right, later.
He was cool as hell, man.
He was
cool as fuck. But also, like, him saying that though, like, also made me happy, because that's kind of like what I fuck with for like the direction of this show. And while like I got mad and kind of left earlier, because I like how like we can laugh and like tell jokes and shit and like watch funny shit and react to like motherfuckers spitting on each other and fighting and all type of crazy shit. But then we could also double back and like talk about those topics and like get serious and shit. And I feel like that's kind of what like everything is mid encapsulates. Like, we talk about music, we talk about humorous shit, funny shit, tragic shit, sad shit, happy shit, like funny shit, informational shit, meme shit, like stupid shit.
We just like, it's just like, see, like, all it was earlier though, it was probably just like some dudes just on this app just like trolling. You know,
in regards to dude earlier, I was really just trying to like debate with like, I wasn't trying to be like, oh, really, you believe that? I was actually like, I was trying to get to the bottom of, because I'm a very firm believer in this gender sexuality. I'm a firm believer in everything being a spectrum. It's not a concrete binary thing. And he was like, no, it's a binary thing. I was really just trying to get to the bottom of bro release. I didn't mean to like trigger anybody or anything. And like once you had left, I was like, man, fuck this dude. Like, just get him out of here. It's not worth making people angry.
It was like a lot of people just on our dick in the comments. So I was like, I'm not even gonna acknowledge this. I'm just gonna like laugh at the shit I find funny.
Because this thing about arguing with people and like debating, it's like at a certain point it just turns into like just a thing, like just this repetitive thing of like, oh, I owned you, oh, like blah blah blah, like oh, blah, blah. Like it's just, it was just a lot. It was a lot of shit. And then like the chat was like crazy as hell. Because I don't know why, but tonight we had some like Nazi type shit going on.
Yeah,
and
bro,
like
I'm
it's
telling you,
been
they all came
very
from the same
prevalent on the
place.
internet in general though. Because bro, look, this some real shit, right? So Larry, THC Temple in his chat, it was a dude in there like this was like a couple weeks ago. I'm trying to look through my screenshots to see if I can find the screenshots of the messages. But there's a dude in there. He's just saying a little racist shit to Larry, a little stupid shit. At first, I'm not really paying it no mind. I'm like, oh, he just being stupid and racist. He's saying like stupid racist shit, like fuck it, whatever, nigga the bitch. He's just saying dumb racist shit. But then it's like the nigga got to saying like some extra crazy shit because he started talking about Adam Waffen. ATOM. I think that's how it's pronounced. ATOM. WAFFEN, and I want y'all to Google that. Adam, like ATOM WAFFEN. My bad.
What is that? Wait, Kyle, can you put it on the?
I'm looking it up right now.
Because this is the thing, bro. We see people in chat, and we could just brush it off as like these people are just racist trolls or they're just saying shit to be edgy. But this type of shit, like, read the description of that. This some real shit. These motherfuckers really involved. Like, it's some real Nazis on the fucking internet, bro. A lot of these motherfuckers is not just playing. Like, this ain't just no Call of Duty Modern Warfare shit. Some of these motherfuckers is really involved with actual extremist, like, racist shit. Like, real ideology, bro. Like, real manifesto type shit. Real Buffalo shooter walk into a place where it's a bunch of black people and unload type shit.
Jesus Christ.
Like, yeah, like that shit crazy. And then another thing that dude kept saying in chat, 09A for life. He kept saying 09A for life. And you go Google up that, and it's the Order of Nine Angels. The Order of Nine Angels is a satanic and left-hand path occultist group based in the United Kingdom, but with associated groups in other parts of the world. It rose to public recognition in the early 1980s, attracting attention for its neo-Nazi ideologies and activism. Like, this is some real shit. Like, this ain't just a motherfucking chat saying, oh, nigger, nigger, nigger. Like, they saying, like, real, like, this is some real shit behind it. Like, these motherfuckers really on some Nazi type of time, bro.
You know what's crazy, bro? Black people started punk rock, right? When punk rock started, it was, like, a completely different thing, right? And then all these, like, fucking white kids, like white kids from, like, the suburbs and, like, just edgy white kids, and then, like, neo-Nazis eventually started taking it, and then they started doing punk rock. And that's why I feel like that's how a lot of like edgy shit got into the mainstream, because they took away, like, punk rock's actual meaning and then just started spray painting fucking Nazi flags everywhere. Like,
yeah. Like, punk rock, like, motherfuckers was wearing, like, even down to the fashion they bastardized.
Like, mad progressive, bro.
Yeah, like, motherfuckers, like, even, like, down to the fashion, though, they bastardized it to some racist shit, because, like, the suspenders and the Doc Marten boots, right? Like, white supremacists took that and put red suspenders, I believe, and red laces in the boots. Red laces, that's where you got a neo-Nazi. Red laces in the Doc Martens. Like, they took that shit and turned it into some whole other shit.
It's crazy, dude. It's fucked up.
Man, I think we got some lighter shit on the table, though, man.
Bro, the weirdest part is that, like, neo-Nazi groups purposely go after younger kids that have not found themselves yet.
Right? Oh yeah, that ties into my whole shit about, like, the culture swinging right, because I feel like a lot of these YouTube channels, like, it's a specific strain of them that, like, target that and I'm not saying self-improvement is bad, but, like, you know, people who get into the self-improvement niche, they get into, you know, possibly like the manosphere. Not fresh. I don't think fresh and fit is more so manosphere. I'm talking how, like, you get from the self-improvement to, okay, you start getting obsessed with this idea of, like, oh, I gotta be like a real man. So then you got fresh and fit. That's where fresh and fit come in. They're like, oh, a real man is this, a real man is that. And when you get into that, like, manhood and manhood not discussions, it starts to get more patriarchal, more conservative, and then that's where you start to get, like, these younger kids starting to, like, be proud of espousing more right-wing ideals. Like, as of recent, I've seen more and more young people be like, yeah, dude, you, like, they think it's, like, a good thing if you're proudly intolerant, because it's like, yeah, fight against the left and the woke mob. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was trying to bring up with the whole culture swinging right and shit. Like, these young kids are being tricked into thinking that being virtuous is being intolerant, because they see the people who are most stubbornly standing up for their views are sometimes, or a lot of the time, the most intolerant people. And they start to get radicalized into believing this is the righteous thing.
You know, like, something that, like, that kind of, like, brought up in my brain was, I don't know the dude's name, but you know that dude that, like, brings, like, models and just chicks and whatever on his live stream, and they always get into an argument because, like, the whole point of this dude's live is just bringing girls over there who are clearly more, like, successful, just to, like, shit on them for being successful.
Wait, are you talking about
this dude literally pays them to go there, bro?
Wait, but are you talking about Sharp from No Jumper?
No.
What do dude look like? Like, do he wear sunglasses and shit?
He, like, has a bald spot on his head. And it's, like, at the round table, and he got bitched out by the Brittany Renner girl.
Oh, that's academics. Wait,
no,
no,
not
hold up.
academics. Some other one. Like
But
academics
it was
on
one of the
there.
Fresh and Fit niggas
Academics
though.
was
I
on
think
there.
it was one of the.
Is
Also,
it a hook nose ass nigga?
yeah.
Hold up. You talking about this? Hold
I
up.
can't see.
My shit can't focus.
Yes, the top one.
Yeah.
That bald dude. Like, that dude is weird, bruh. Like, nah, cause like he be on some like trying to be on some Sigma male shit. You know how it would be. And but like bro, like is really like bruh, like how do you pay women to go there just to like, you know what I mean? Like it just don't make sense. It's really constant backpedaling. Like it's weird, and it's like weird because then like other men see this shit and they think it's gonna work when they go out into the real world and try to talk to a woman.
Right.
And like that's just not true. Like it's not true. And it's like they purposely try to like make these men go after like women who are like already emotionally damaged.
That's that abuser shit in general though.
Crazy, bro.
That's what abusive niggas do in general though. Is go after like somebody that they can manipulate.
Yeah, dude, no, it's great. I feel like a lot of this YouTube shit, like a lot of these YouTubers and shit, like they've gotten so deep into like what it is to live a fucking YouTube life that like a bunch of kids are watching that shit. Even like, bro, I almost went down that rabbit hole. I'm sure you guys almost went down that rabbit hole where like you start associating that shit with real life. But when you go outside in real life, that shit is not like that. Like you have to be a regular person. You know what I mean? You can't just be on fucking YouTube, Instagram mentality all your fucking life. Like it's crazy.
But that manipulation shit even like goes into the whole thing of the manosphere shit. It's like and back to like Kyle's original point, is preying on young, insecure, stupid niggas. Like niggas who is like insecure, don't got no bitches, like don't have success like with relationships or whatever the fuck.
It's really like a different like it's like the second type of an incel, bro. Like it's literally like one bad day away from just straight up turning into an incel. Like they're both incels. It's just like they don't realize. Like if you put them in a room together, they would agree on shit.
Yeah, and like the way that a lot of these niggas talk about women, though, it's like, do you even like women?
Yeah, bro,
like
it's crazy.
It's like, bro, are you sure that you not gay? Like, especially like Fresh and Fit, because they also like big up each other so much. Like they so positive towards each other, and like they all about men's improvement and like standing up for men and shit. But they talk so much shit about women. It's like, are you sure you not gay? Like, you might as well just be gay. Because, like, you seem like you hate women and, like, you love being a man. You love men. Like, you love the idea of a man. You feel like
when
you feel like
it
men are
sound
always
like
right
that.
in relationships.
I'm just saying, bro. Like
when you make
feel,
it sound like that.
Listen, bro. Human beings are meant to be bisexual. You got to think about it like this. The Greek men used to fuck each other as a sign of respect.
Hey, hold on. I'm not co-signing that, though, because the Greek men also used to fuck kids. So I'm not co-signing that.
Was they fucking kids? I thought they had it was more like a 40-year-old fuck a 20-year-old type of thing.
Oh, I thought, from what I heard, they was fucking little
nah,
like young.
There's like
fun fact, bro. The Bible used to have a whole section dedicated to like, you know, pedophilia and not being okay. That shit got rewritten to make it seem like gay marriage wasn't okay.
Damn.
Yeah, that's the thing about the whole Bible. Like that shit's been passed down and it's mistranslated too.
About, this is gonna sound crazy. Have you guys ever seen The Incredibles?
Actually, no, I have not seen that.
Okay, well, at the
end you never seen The Incredibles?
Nope, listen, I ain't seen Toy Story in full. I ain't seen Toy Story 2.
Bro,
nigga,
have you ever seen Finding Nemo?
Nah, you gotta get on that. But listen,
bro, we gotta beat Kyle last,
hold on, wait. At the end of The Incredibles 1, there's a dude that has a giant drill, right? A giant drill car. He can drill into the ground with, right? My plan, I'm saying it on live, so like, you know what? Fuck it, bruh. U.S. government, like the Catholic Church, like, watch out for me, bro. Nah, I'm just kidding. But listen. There's the secret Vatican archives, right? So the secret Vatican archives are illegal for regular people to visit, right? It's illegal to like, it's not illegal to go there, but like it's illegal to like dig in there and look at the shit, right? Why'd you turn your cameras off? Nah, I'm gonna keep mine on. Fuck it. Listen, so it's illegal unless you're like a certified researcher And even when you are, they only let you see very specific things, right? So, what the fuck are you hiding? Because that's like centuries worth of shit from the Catholic Church. They done dealt with the Bible like crazy.
They trying to hide that
What do you not want?
pedophilia
That's
shit.
what I'm saying. Like, what do you want? Like, what is there that is like not for the public eye? Like, you know what I mean? Like, if it's a religion,
It's a lot of like
shouldn't-
Epstein
that's what I'm
Island
saying.
type shit
I
in
feel
there.
like that's what I'm saying. Like, that's distrustful to the people trying to follow your beliefs. Like, show them what they're following. It's crazy. Like, you got to show them what they're following, right? So, my plan is to build a giant drill car and just drill into the Vatican.
The whole ass Vatican?
You ever seen that movie where like Nicolas Cage steals the Declaration of Independence? That's gonna be me, but with the entire Vatican library.
What's the name of that movie? American History?
I don't even know. But
Night
you know,
at the
like
Museum?
you know how in Despicable Me 1, how they got the shrink ray? I may just shrink the Vatican.
Shit, but
I'm gonna feel stupid if I don't figure out the name of the Nicolas Cage movie we think
you're
about.
not gonna shrink the
National
network.
Treasure. National Treasure.
National Treasure. Sock. National Treasure. Nah, bruh, but like, I just want to know what the fuck they're hiding. Also, the Smithsonian Museum, you're not safe either, dog. Like, I know you're hiding some shit there too. Like, the Dead Sea Scrolls, like, nah, this shit is crazy, bruh. Nah.
They got the Dead Sea Scrolls in the Smithsonian Library.
Like, what museum?
What is on the Dead Sea Scrolls? Because I know
Nobody
like part
knows.
of it
Like,
went into the making the Bible.
It's like they don't want like to get it translated. You know what I mean? Like, it's weird. Like, there's some weird shit there. I sound like a conspiracy theorist, but like, I promise.
I mean, you're just talking about shit
No,
that exists.
honestly, I believe most of
I'm saying like, there's got to be some deeper shit to it. Because why are you hiding all that shit from people? Like, I get why they keep the Doomsday Vault to where nobody can go there, right? Because that's preserving seeds, right? That has a purpose. But why the fuck is the Vatican Library like not public? Like, that does not make sense. Like, what is in those books that you don't want people seeing? Like, what is it? If it's so ancient history,
knowledge.
like, exactly, like if it's ancient history, like, you know what I mean? Like, super ancient history. Current day world is already so different. Like, you clearly have to be hiding some shit that will just completely change the world's view on like you know?
That I feel like that's like the whole purpose. That's why people like get really like engulfed with the occult and everything, because the whole like idea of the occult is that all these teachings and all this shit, it delves back to a lot of esoteric knowledge that's very hidden. You know what I'm saying? A lot of occult books will be like, oh, the secret this, the secret that. Like, a lot of them is like digging into that, you know, metaphorical vault of, you know, what are these people hiding and shit, and why is it that
the shit
these
from
things
Metal
are being
Gear,
hidden?
bruh, about the wingman is probably true. I would explain what the wingman is, bruh, but I would have to go through like the lore of like a whole video game. So I mean, I'm gonna just leave that up for people to look up, but that shit is probably true to an extent.
I don't even know, man. I feel like the fact that, honestly, to be honest, the fact that the Bible is out and everywhere and anyone can access it, I feel like most people are not using it the right way.
And it's been rewritten so much. Nah, Lupe Fiasco's a crazy good line, bruh. He's like, the books that take you to heaven and let you meet the Lord there have become misinterpreted reasons for warfare. Like, that shit is true.
Misinterpreted, mistranslated, changed
Throughout centuries, and there's probably a library with the original one, and the Dead Sea Scrolls
for the
probably
benefit
have
of
the
certain
key to the
people.
original one. Like, it's crazy.
I feel like it was changed to be like taken more seriously and like more like I feel like in the original, like the original writings or whatever knowledge it's based on, I feel like it was a lot more allegorical and idealistic, but the people in power had made it so it actually seemed like it is like just an old ass nigga in the sky just smiting shit, and that made people scared.
Like, I feel like everybody to a degree has to like realize that like a lot of the shit there, and not just that, but a lot of stuff in general was changed to shape the world with an agenda, right? Like, that's just how it comes down to it. Like, it was an agenda by an, like, I wouldn't just say one organization, because everybody got their own agenda no matter what. But one of the biggest agendas was the Catholic Church. Like, they're fucking everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's clearly had to be some tweaking going on there, like, so shit would fall into place the way it did. Like,
Shit, and a lot of times you got to ask yourself the question about these organizations, like the Catholic Church and all this. Sometimes it's not even like the whole Catholic. It's a group of people that's using these organizations, like the Catholic Church, like politics. A group of people manipulating these organizations.
More and more, bro, you see religion leaking into politics, and they should be completely separate. And I was baptized Catholic. Like I believe in God, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Confirmed.
But like,
I was confirmed, but I don't fuck with the Catholic Church no more. I
haven't been to church in years. I know what I believe. I know who I got. You know, I know I got my faith in who. Like, I know I'm good. Like,
the shit I know about the Catholic Church now, like I can't even say it on stream because I don't know, they might try and kill me. But you know, I just can't mess with them. No, I just can't fuck with the Catholic Church. You know.
Where I stand on like religion,
like even little songs like London Bridge is falling down. Everybody knows the history behind that. You know the shit in Canada where they found mad child bodies buried underneath a church. Like it's crazy,
insanity.
But like my whole take on like my side of the religion shit is like, I believe in God and I believe in the devil. I believe in heaven and hell and like angels and demons, like good and evil, like that type of shit. But I don't really believe in like a book that tell you how to live your life, you know?
Man.
Like I don't believe in a book that's like, oh, if you gay, you go to hell, blah blah. Because like my whole thing when it comes to hell and like who goes to hell and who doesn't go to hell, in theory, I feel like hell is for like motherfuckers who do evil shit with like no type of like remorse, like no type of like conscience, like no type of reason. Like motherfuckers is just out here just killing motherfuckers for no reason, like raping motherfuckers, like doing shit to kids, babies and shit. Like I feel like that's like who going to hell, not gay motherfuckers. Like that's the stupidest shit about Christianity. Why the fuck would God send a nigga to hell for being gay when this motherfucker's out here to shooting motherfucking old ladies in the face and shit, like just like on some crazy shit, like
listen,
this motherfucker is shooting up schools. Like
I love religion, right? Like I really do. It's just like they need to stop leaking it into politics. They need to stop leaking it into personal agendas. They got to stop misinterpreting that shit, bro. Like it's crazy. Also, like I just at some point in my life, I want to take the proper steps to like properly get into like properly just start diving deep into Buddhism.
Buddhism is pretty cool.
My parents know a lot about it. I've always loved that shit. Like I've always just wanted to take, because that man, like, he never saw himself as a god. None of that shit. He was straight up, I am just a man, and I am going to travel the world and try to heal as many people as I can. Just trying to help out. And to me, like, that shit just connects with me on a whole other level. I love everybody, dog.
I feel like Buddhism definitely resonates because it's a lot more of like a philosophy, and it's not as dogmatic.
Listen, dude, no matter how fucked up it gets, like I will always believe that like peace is the way and the answer, and that it's like possible. Like I love everybody, dude. Like I get so emotional about it because it's just like I need it. You know what I mean? I need humanity to like just be fucking one, dude. Like, you know what I mean? Like I want everybody to be in nirvana. Like I need the spiritual connection to be there. I just want positivity. Like it's like I wish I could find the words to explain it, but I can't. But like it is so it's so fucking deep to me. You know what I mean? Like it's another type of love. Like
it's definitely a very different type of love when you can learn to dissolute the ego and start to just see whatever's in you as the same thing that's in everything else. Like the ability to see everything in the physical world as an extension of you, like, and you're like a manifestation of it as well. That's a crazy like comeuppance when it comes to falling in love with it.
Like straight up just be, dude. Like I am emotions. You know what I'm saying? Like just be. I am crazy. Like I feel like because emotions are the most human thing in the world. Like if you think about it, it's all we have. Like it's all we are. Like emotions are humane. Like I fucking, oh my god. And I love to feel them like to such an extent, like all of them, because I really feel like life in general, like we are made up of yin and yang. Like there is stardust in our make. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy. It's crazy.
We made it stardust, my nigga, and I think that's a beautiful way to end the episode. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's been a pretty wild and crazy episode, but I don't think I'd be wrong in saying, you know, the podcast just keep getting better and better. You know what I'm saying? Like in terms of everything, like it was some wild shit going on, but we touched on a lot, and we actually had like a successful, progressive like addition of a guest today. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, like we've seen the yin and the yang. We've seen like a fucked up guest, and we've seen like a guest that actually contributed. And I feel like we covered a lot of great ground today and reached a lot of incredible ideas.
Yeah.
Facts.
Shout out to Hobbin. She said, emotions.
Bro. Shout out to Hobbin, man. Hobbin been here since day one, I think.
Since day one. Where was you when the trolls was here?
Nah,
yeah, where was you when the trolls was here, Hobbin? We could have.
The trolls was flooding.
Look, we need all the OG fans to get on the trolls.
Everybody back because the trolls was going crazy this episode.
All the OG fans gotta come in here and talk shit to the trolls, bro. Where my nigga Kadeem at, man?
Now that I think about it, bro. Now that I think about it, I might start trolling.
Wait, yo, a conspiracy theory. What if Oz was like he was one of the trolls this whole time?
Nah, bro. I'm just like, nah, dude, like, nah, bro. You watch the video back? It's just me like typing it out. I'm going like this.
You just on your phone, like,
bro. I'm just like secretly, like, I'm on my phone. I'm like covering my camera. I'm like, yo, back when my shit was glitching out, I was really just on an alt account,
bro. Bro was on his phone, like, nigger.
Nah.
Yo, what killed me is how these niggas kept coming back with new accounts. Like I set up the Google authenticate shit, and
they really wanted dick, bro. Like,
bro, no, what was confusing me? How was they getting in the private chat?
Because private chat is it's for people who are like. It's for people who are kind of like in that thing where you could add someone to stream. It's for people to chat in within that. That's why, like, I was talking to bro. I was like, yo, can you like turn your camera on? I was talking to them because they can see it, and I converse with people. I converse with those people to like screen them. You know, it's like that's why I had the first dude. Even though he was, I like, yo, put two fingers up because I didn't want no dick puller outers. And I told the other dude, like, even though he didn't turn his camera on, he like, you know, he was in chat, and I'm like, well, he wouldn't be actually contributing to chat this long. He just wanted to come on here and pull his dick out. You feel me? So, yeah. But yeah, man, it's been pretty solid. This has been Everything is Mid, episode 4.
We got a fucking DJ in this bitch,
bro. I whipped it out so fast.
That nigga said dance party.
Nah, bro. When the dance party was going on, I whipped it out so fast.
Hey, bro. Look, all right, we're ending off on here. I'm gonna say, look, Red Todd on the way. Red Todd on the way, man. Motherfucking the single Young Black Rolling Stones is out right now. Me and my nigga Long Live Me, you feel me? Produced by my nigga Foolish Kyle the GOAT, you feel me? All that shit, all that. Goddamn, hey man, keep abortions, man. Fuck repealing Roe v. Wade. Fuck the Supreme Court justices. All the niggas can eat a dick and choke on that motherfucker.
Some of them is cool, I bet. Like I think Sonia Sotomayor is pretty decent, right? Some of them must be pretty decent. Like Ketanji Brown just got sworn in. Some of them is decent, but you know, the Clarence Thomas and Brett Kavanaugh ass niggas, you know, they could eat a fat dick that might just happen to be 8.5 inches and about 6.5 inches in girth.
And keep
don't ask me why it's so
world and doot doodla doot doot.
Who dick is that?
Of course you asking. But but keep on rocking in the free world and
doot 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 doot.
Red Tide.
FCR